Hey, this is Jared Deanda, the voice of Formula Drift, and we like to present to you the official Canadian Licensing Partner Series, Spec-D and BCDA Drift Series.
The most powerful thing here isn't made from iron and steel, but a partnership forged from collaboration, commitment, and sustainable solutions ensuring your success. At SMS Equipment, we are more than superior machines. We are the people behind them. The people beside you today and every day. Because the right partnership makes everything possible.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners available for your entire car. 25% stronger than grade 8 hardware. Race car strength and show car looks. ARP makes serious bolts for serious applications. When failure is not an option, it's ARP. Shop the largest Canadian inventory of ARP at JB's Power Center in Edmonton and Calgary at the guaranteed lowest prices. Or shop online at jbspowercenter.com.
JB's was built in Alberta, the province with oil in its veins and horsepower in its heart. Founded more than 50 years ago by Jim Bell. Jim created JB's with an undying passion for making vehicles look and perform better. To this day, we still strive to provide the best range of aftermarket parts, including complete engine assemblies, performance parts, truck accessories, car audio, and remote starters. With a huge selection and a full team of enthusiasts, JB's Power Center has been an obvious choice for decades. JB's Power Center, parts for enthusiasts by enthusiasts.
Built on the leading edge of safety technology, ZAMP offers a wide selection of helmets that can be customized to your taste. With tons of additional safety gear all built to the highest quality and safety standards, ZAMP racing equipment ensures your safety. Cutting edge looks, value priced, and safety, that's ZAMP. Get your ZAMP racing gear at JB's Power Center in Edmonton or Calgary or online at jbspowercenter.com.
This is the Drift Logic Podcast, bringing you the drivers, their builds, and the raw behind-the-scenes action of drifting in the Pacific Northwest.
Drift Logic is brought to you by the BCDA and Spec-D.
I am looking forward to, actually, maybe people wouldn't expect this, but the Clinton versus Ophir.
Ooh.
I think both of those guys are kind of underrated right now. They're maybe struggling, getting comfortable a little bit today, but I think when we put them up against each other, it's going to be really fun to watch.
Right on, right on. What I'm looking forward to, if you follow your Alberta drift lore, I think JC versus John Hardem is going to be a lot of fun. I'm seeing some nods over there, so y'all know what I'm talking about.
I mean,
but I'm excited to see that one.
If you want to speak friendly rival, I'm no friendly, but I'm trying to be nice here. If you want to talk about a rivalry.
Me versus you.
Me versus you. Yeah, actually, we've discussed this. Clinton's in his car, I think, so he can't say no right now. But I think either at Mission or Agassi, it's a me v. Tony.
Cool.
We're doing a halftime show. You're
Let's
on,
go.
buddy.
Yeah, all right.
You're on. Except I think we also judge it.
And announce it?
Yeah, and
okay,
announce.
yeah, I think that's
announce,
fair.
judge,
I think that's fair.
and drive.
Do the whole thing.
We'll show
Same
these,
time?
show these people how easy it is.
Well, I picked me as the winner then.
Oh, yeah.
Easy work, bro.
Oh, one more time because I'm picking me.
No.
So.
Well, judge's challenge, sir.
Judge's
Oh, man.
We'll definitely take up a lot of time if that's the case.
We wouldn't just do that. Talk to fill airspace.
No way.
That would be unforgivable.
That couldn't be us.
It's not like we're pausing while the stream team gets their stuff together.
Couldn't be me.
We wouldn't do that.
Couldn't be
No
us.
way. I don't know, man. We keep doing it. People might become suspicious to us.
Well, if we're filling time here, let's get into it, Tony. When are you going to drive again? Is there any ETA other than at Mission when I beat you in a tandem battle? Your car. When do you drive?
My own car? No real solid ETA. We are working on stuff behind the scenes. We haven't revealed it publicly yet, but I'll show a little quick shout out to Triple S. They've been helping me get over the program there. So we'll get it back in some time. Not going to rush it though. I'm going to make something pretty special for everybody that's been supporting me over the years. So I want to bring back something nice and hot for them. So no timeline yet, but we'll come back.
It's kind of the way.
I'm going to need a rematch when I lose in not my car to you and your car. Seems fair.
I think
Seems
that's fair. Or what we'll do is I'll come out to Alberta and verse you in not my car when you're in your car. And
Perfect.
Then
we'll lend your Ray Skyline, actually. It's a beauty unit. Ray Skyline. Ray, your car good to go? What? Yeah, Ray's car is good to go.
Okay.
You'll love it, man.
That'll work
R33, dude. All the sickest.
That'll work for me.
It's the coolest one I've ever
Does it have more than
seen
100
this month.
horsepower? More than 100 horsepower. Oh, it's faster than my car. Look at that. It might work.
There we go.
Oh.
Alberta advantage,
that's pretty
baby.
good. That's Alberta spec right there. Ooh, and China.
All right, dear audience, we're still just working away behind the scenes here. Now we're into the second time of filling some more space.
I think, Tony, do you want to go up there and lead them in a little pre-game stretch here? They're going to be sitting for a while. I think you should lead them in a little stretch. That's good. It's work safe. Well, actually, you guys are in Alberta, so you might not have heard of this. We got something named called Work Safe BC back home, and we're required to stretch before we go to work. Yeah, boo. All right. Anyone gonna stand up with me and get a little bit of a lean? There we go. I see a couple leans in there. Yep. To the left or to the right? Yep. All right. Who can touch their toes? I can't, but I'll try. All the way down. Back into the sky. Looking good up there, guys. All the way back down. Yep. Right back to the sky. Wave to your favorite driver. Oh, you guys are looking warmed up. I'm sweating down here. Woo!
Nicely done, my man. Nicely done. Yeah, perfect opportunity there, too, to be like, all right, get comfortable with the edge of the seat because you're going to need it. That's all that you're going to be having. The edge of your seat when the tandem action starts.
Yep.
Possibly.
That's right.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Again, couldn't be us. It's not the stream team. The drivers, unfortunately, just can't make up their minds whether they want to start or not, is what I heard.
It would never be the announcers. We were ready to go.
I actually heard
you call
that
this ready.
As being a driver, it's actually easier to be in the game the longer you wait on track in your car idling. It's actually a lot easier mentally to just wait out there and be on ice.
So it's all strategy.
It's all
is what you're
strategy,
saying.
technically, yeah.
Okay, right on.
So, unfortunately, strategy's working too well, and these guys are really, really enjoying sitting out there. I mean, it's a beautiful day to sit in the driver's seat and
great
enjoy
one.
this
Yeah.
Alberta. Beautiful weather.
I don't like how you say that.
Well, I was going to say, I was going to ask, do you guys still use Celsius here?
Yes, sir.
You do? Okay. I wasn't sure. I mean, in Fahrenheit, it sounds like a beautiful day out. Might be a little too toasty, but Celsius, yeesh. At least no wind. That's enjoyable. Ooh, we see body parts making their way to the pits. That's always good. Oh, things maybe to be made into body parts. What is going on there?
Made from body parts,
Made
I believe, is
from
the
body
correct.
parts.
We took some pieces that were left of Jesse's bumper.
Oh, there we go.
Give them out to people.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
How do you want to do that?
You tell me.
Okay. All right, check it out. Who wants to meet Ryan?
No one. No one.
Boo.
Oh, one person. Okay, tell you what. Since you put your hand up, now you got to come through. Come on down. We actually have something for you. Hey, don't be shy now. Come on. Get moving.
That's a great idea.
So, we actually have a pretty cool prize for you for wanting to meet Ryan, you brave fellow. Oh, is it Cade? Oh, damn. Go back up there. Get out of here. You're disqualified. Anybody else want to meet Ryan? All right, there we go. Far hand. So we have for you actually pieces of Jesse Foot's body kit signed, so you can grab a cool souvenir. If you want one, you can just come down and grab one.
The first 5 people down here can have one.
All right, first 5 people, including Cade. Yeah, Cade, you get back on down here, bud. All right, so we got free parts for you to glue on your own car. Kennedy takes this one. In the big chunk. Happy looking gentleman here. Cade, we saved one for you too. There you go, buddy. Maybe that'll help on the dating game, bro. We got one left. One piece left.
Oh, we got someone
there we
coming
go.
down. He
Claim. There we
wants
go.
it.
Running on down. Watch the wires, sir. Watch the wires. Don't step on our podium celebration thing. There we go. Courtesy of Jesse Foot. A little piece to remember by. Jesse, do you want to talk? A little yap? Jesse, well, you made it a little further than last year.
Yeah, I think last year we this happened in practice, but
so I mean, this poor car, man. Tell us a little bit about the history. I think this thing has been a drift car for like going on like 20 years, even before you had it.
yeah, that car has been a drift car. I think it was Presidential Drift in the DMCC days. I think it was 2006. It was imported from Japan, and it was actually a drift car there first. So it's been through a lot. We just got the frame straightened before this year, and luckily it is still straight. But yeah, just with this cold weather and not getting enough heat in the steers, just entered in the first corner, immediately understeer right into the wall. So that's racing. It happens. We'll get it back fixed, which we actually did get it fixed, come back out, and then the car slipped off the jack and put a hole right in the oil pan. So that's the only reason why we didn't make the second qualifying lap. So
I saw you guys, Wretched. You had quite the job. I mean, team basically got it done. It's one of those unfortunate things, but we'll see you at round 2.
oh yeah.
All right, one more time. Show some love for Jesse Foot. All right, we can do a little better. Act like we like Jesse Foot. There we go. Right on, right on. Really quick, audience, can you give me a hi, yeah? Thank you. It's all right. Might have Jeremy cue up the waiting music.
All right, well, since we have all this open air and stuff, Tony, I think it's a great time to talk about politics.
Oh no, my mic cut out there. All right, so it kind of looks like we're back online.
Sounds like we are getting some good news here from the stream team, and we might be getting back online here any minute now. Don't worry, that's one of ours. We are safe.
All right, I am hearing from head chaos coordinator, Mr. Dustin of Electric Media fame, that we are ready to go. And that means getting into our first of, well, a few buy runs, just because we don't have a full top 16. You know, obviously we spilled a few drift cars, so we're just shy. We do have 13 running cars here this afternoon. So our first run will be Mr. Alex Steins on a bit of a, well, he's against that vicious buy run guy. I've heard about this guy.
This guy, yeah, buy run guy's pretty dangerous. You never know when it comes to that guy. He can really get in your head and screw you up.
Great chase driver, but simultaneously a horrible lead driver.
No comment.
All right, so we'll see if Alex Steins has what it takes down to, well, take down Mr. Byron here. As our start line guy gives us the thumbs up. Look at that wise fat, really classing up the joint. It's really nice start looking start line. We got the double burnout box this year.
I like the touch of blue.
Yeah, it's cool. Whoopsie. Oop, sir.
You know, these guys, they are drifters, but yeah, sometimes you go off track.
I was going to add, just because they're good drifters doesn't necessarily mean they're good drivers.
It's a great point. My wife tells me that every day.
Yeah. All right. So for you in the stands, it's time to get loud, get rowdy, because we are about back to the action. Time to warm this place up. See if we can get a balmy plus 10 out here. As Alex Steins putting the heat to the tires. Like we mentioned during qualifying, front tire heat going to be key here on a cold day. Yeah, if you weren't joining us for qualifying earlier, go back, watch some of the highlights. But we did lose a few cars to the wall. Most notably, we just talked to Jesse Foote. They suspected a front warming issue, not giving them needed.
I heard tire warming's a conspiracy.
It could be. Mr. Shad Morose, if you have any tire warm-up questions, inbox Mr. Shad 40SX. Great front tire warm-up guy. Knows all about it. All right. We are officially turning wheels on the competition side now of our 26th season as Alex Steins takes us away out of the gate. Nice snap on the way in for Alex Steins. A little bit of left foot brake to keep the angle correct. Look at him riding that high line, filling that first outer zone. Perfect past that first touch and go. Now filling the second and third outer zones here. Very good degree of angle for Alex Steins. Absolutely phenomenal on the course right now. And this is why he is your #1 qualifier and first one to cross the line. Make some noise for Alex Steins.
Alrighty, we can watch this Byron back on the replay here. Let's see. Again, in Alex fashion here today, a big aggressive swing into that first outside zone, managing to stay up there with a little left foot brake, filling all these zones exactly as he needs to. Alex really using this run as a good practice for himself coming into the top 8 battle against either Dario or Gaston.
Alex Steins, like to give a big shout out to we've got Neil at SCG Performance, his wife and his kids. Rain City Motorsports, Deadbeat Speed Shop, helping out with that vehicle. Looks great, actually up close. So here we go. First tandem battle of the season. We got Dario versus Gaston. So Dario Reddick coming to us from the States. Gaston Morrison, of course, coming over from Mission, BC. JZ RX-7 versus LSS 13. Quite the varied powertrain setup, and you don't really see the FDs in competition too often, so it's a nice treat.
It's an interesting pairing for sure. I think both of them have a kind of similar driving style, and they're both very concise and I wouldn't say predictable, but they're both very consistent drivers. So maybe they might not have the biggest angle in certain zones, but you can trust them anywhere you go. So that's having a consistent lead run can usually just lead to winning rather than trying to get the biggest style points sometimes in these battles.
Give Gaston a little bit of back him up. Put it in reverse, Terry. All right, gets him on the line there. Got the start chicane, of course. If the driver knocks over the cone on the way out, we will restart the run. You get 3 tries at it. You knock the cone over 3 times, you forfeit that section of the run. So Accuracy is key out of the gate here. And as we say that, here we go for the first tandem battle of 26. Gaston leads us in. Dario keeping good pace. Gaston makes the first move. Dario now moving in here. Very good dive in to begin the run. Taking that mid to high line here for Gaston. Starting to gap him a little bit as we come past that first outside zone. Transitions across the track. Dario all over Gaston now. Oh, just as I say that, exit stage left, and Dario hits the kitty litter. Gaston's just got to finish out the run now. Filling that second to last outside zone. Down the hill. A little bit of undulation for your drift section, and across the line for Gaston Morrison. Andrew, we'll have to jump back into the replay and figure out what happened to Dario here.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't look like any contact from first visual. Looks like something made a, I don't know. It was a really funky one. So here we're gonna get to the replay hopefully here and be able to watch that back. But just from going over it in my head, it seemed like Dario was really trying to close that gap onto Gaston, and it looks like he was going to be successful in that effort. And then all of a sudden something let up on him, and he exited stage right. So here we go, back on the replay. Gaston with a big flick in, unfortunately leaving that first outside zone, but Dario doing his best to stay up with him as Gaston's running away. And here we go, the big factor point in this run, transition from both of them, and then something happens there for Dario. I don't know if it was a misshift, missing gear, or whatnot, but unfortunately just taking himself out of the run and going into the kitty litter.
Looking at it, looks like he was trying to plan in his next move on Gaston there. Maybe just grabbed a little bit of handbrake without pulling the clutch, because that thing just stopped and away she went. So we'll get him pulled out of the kitty litter here, and he'll be hopefully able to take his second run. I mean, Dario coming to us from the States did an amazing job, I think, in qualifying, but tough customers, Gaston Morrison, man. You can't shake nor stir this gentleman.
There's a reason he's your favorite driver, I hear.
That's right. That's right. So we'll give them a second to pull him out. We'll run the ad reel. So, hey, you, stop right there. I'm looking for someone with the human touch. Also someone to buy some of these products. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Jared Deanda, the voice of Formula Drift, and we'd like to present to you the official Canadian Licensing Partner Series, Spec-D and BCDA Drift Series.
The most powerful thing here isn't made from iron and steel, but a partnership forged from collaboration, commitment, and sustainable solutions ensuring your success. At SMS Equipment, we are more than superior machines. We are the people behind them. The people beside you today and every day. Because the right partnership makes everything possible.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners available for your entire car. 25% stronger than grade 8 hardware. Race car strength and show car looks. ARP makes serious bolts for serious applications. When failure is not an option, it's ARP. Shop the largest Canadian inventory of ARP at JB's Power Center in Edmonton and Calgary at the guaranteed lowest prices. Or shop online at jbspowercenter.com.
JB's was built in Alberta, the province with oil in its veins and horsepower in its heart. Founded more than 50 years ago by Jim Bell. Jim created JB's with an undying passion for making vehicles look and perform better. To this day, we still strive to provide the best range of aftermarket parts, including complete engine assemblies, performance parts, truck accessories, car audio, and remote starters. With a huge selection and a full team of enthusiasts, JB's Power Center has been an obvious choice for decades. JB's Power Center, parts for enthusiasts by enthusiasts.
Built on the leading edge of safety technology, ZAMP offers a wide selection of helmets that can be customized to your taste. With tons of additional safety gear all built to the highest quality and safety standards, ZAMP racing equipment ensures your safety. Cutting edge looks, value priced, and safety, that's ZAMP. Get your ZAMP racing gear at JB's Power Center in Edmonton or Calgary or online at jbspowercenter.com.
This is the Drift Logic Podcast, bringing you the drivers, their builds, and the raw behind-the-scenes action of drifting in the Pacific Northwest.
Drift Logic is brought to you by the BCDA and Spec-D.
All right, we are back where our drivers are competing to win their Formula Drift Pro Spec license, and it all starts here at round 1 out of 4. 1 year here last, we saw Dario exit stage left, unfortunately. We're hearing from his spotter. It was a bit of a power issue, so that beautiful 2JZ just gave us 0 JZs, and off track left it went. So he is going to call his 5-minute timeout. He's being towed by the lovely Justin Frey here. And then we will put Gaston on ice, and I think we're going to advance to our next run here, which is, well, you know what, Byron number 2 for the day. We got Jamie Tedesco against Byron this time.
How does this Byron get in the bracket so much? All right, give Dario a big round of applause as he comes through here. He's going to need that encouragement to get this car going again. Hopefully it's just a little simple fix, and they'll be back out here.
All right, Jamie Tedesco rolling out here. Up through the gears. Ooh, little 2-stage initiation. Kind of slowly rolling into it, but now gets back up on that high line. That's exactly where we want to see him. Filling out the zone, maybe out of it a little earlier there. Past that inside clip, now filling out the last 2 zones here on the straightaway. Nice snap of bank here for Jamie Tedesco. The smoke trail tells no lies, man. That's all gas right there. Very clean job executing the exit of the course here for Jamie Tedesco. And he moves on to the top 8 for the first time in Alberta, might I add. Show some love to Jamie Tedesco.
Yeah, I think that was, a very tame run from Jamie for sure. He didn't want to make any mistakes, do anything stupid. Car's running great, but definitely, for a tame run, it's better than I would be doing, so give it up to him. Jamie Tedesco lifting the Alberta curse here. I think Jamie might go conservative by the time he's done here.
I don't know, Andrew. You say better than you would have done here, but James Duff says Big Schmitty wants him to hop in, says the Tez could do the lap around here.
The people have spoken. Maybe I'll have to bring her out next time and see what I can do.
You could definitely navigate Stratotech. I believe in you.
It 100% could navigate Stratotech. This one with a lot... is I'm sure someone would be able to do it in my car. Not saying I could, but that makes me say that I can't blame the car because the car is capable. I'm just maybe not.
Galen just offered.
Galen could do it. Galen could do it in my car. I'd let him try.
Right on. So next battle online, this was to be Carlton McDonald against Jesse Foote. Unfortunately, Jesse Foote was unable to repair the vehicle to get it back out here for top 16 competition. So it will be just a solo run here from Carlton McDonald, advancing on to the top 8. Some crucial early points early on. Remember, it's a 4-round season this year, so it's going to be a long season. So those crucial points from the first round here could help us out later on down the stretch. As here we go, Carlton, nice job on the initiation here. Ride that left foot brake just a little bit to set the car up nice and high on the bank. Pass that first inside clip. Very nice job here for Carlton McDonald. Huge transition, filling out that third outer zone. Carlton McDonald, absolutely stellar run right now. As we fill that second to last outer zone, one transition less. Huge angle, throw some more at it. Carlton McDonald will take a small little bobble there. But you know what? Still good, he gets the win.
I think Byron got his first win here. I don't know. All right, let's see this. Carlton doing a big flick, laying on that left foot brake to stay up in that zone, a strategy used by some of these more pro drivers. I'm not the biggest fan of left foot brake, but I don't have enough horsepower to use it, so that's why. Carlton doing great through the second portion of the track, though. Just laying on the throttle, coming a massive flick. I mean, he got a bunch of ohs from the judges on that one, so that's not bad. But unfortunately, Carlton looping it, but he doesn't care. He's on to the top 8.
And this Byron must be getting tired by now. He's got a pretty tough competitor here in Sean Corscatten coming up.
I don't know how his tires last so long. He is coming off a win.
Yep. So here we go. Sean Corscatten put a nice warm up through those tires in the boostfactory.ca Subaru BRZ. Mr. Party Boy himself. Oh, back it up, son. Back it up.
Zestino's a little too grippy, going right past the line.
That's right. That's right. Judges taking an interesting note to how Sean places his car on the start chicane. So eagle-eyed viewers, keep an eye on Sean Corscatten, see how he launches here. Reduce the amount of steering angle needed. Car can go straighter, faster. So here we go, Sean Corscatten running it up the gears. 3, 2, 1 initiates right at the course. Wow, perfect job filling that first of the point of the outer zone. A little bit of left foot brake to keep the vehicle steady. Now taking that midline as we drop down off the bank past that first touch and go. Filling the second one, hitting the third. Nice angle for Sean Corscatten right now. It's all loud pedal from here, baby. As Sean Corscatten continues to show us what an animal of a driver he is as he fills that second to last outer zone down the hill. Last outside zone and against the wall. Sean Corscatten, a nice full pull. Nice run, ladies and gentlemen.
Corscatten, always an interesting guy to watch. Let's see this with a tame flick for Sean, I would say, but still getting it exactly where he needs to be through that first bank. Now as he works through that inner clip, moving into the power alley here, staying heavy on that throttle, and with a huge flick into that first touch and go, and inside clip too, filling it, doing everything he needs to, moving into the second and last portion of the track here. Another big flick for Sean into this last outside zone. Let's hear it for him, making it through the line, making it look easy.
Really excited to see what Sean has for us in the tandem battles. Well, one Sean to another Sean. We got Mr. Sean Hardham coming up against Mr. JC Tessier. This is going to be a pretty fun one. We got Zestino tires versus Accelera tires. We got Wankel versus V8. Nissan versus Mazda-ish. Oh, no, it's all Mazda. It's Nissan-ish.
Spec-D versus...
Your words, not mine, man. We're all friends here.
I'm from BC. I say what I want.
Yeah, Andrew's allowed to say it.
I'm allowed to say it. This is Spec-D versus 881 crew, and I'm excited to see this battle. This is two old guns making it happen behind the driver's seat.
Yeah, got a lot of respect for both these gentlemen. A lot of effort goes into running a series, running practices, running all that stuff. So you know, I think it's kind of cool that both of them get to go up against each other. I hope this one ends with a fist bump and a handshake, but I can tell you it's going to be all fireworks on track for the next 2 runs here.
I'll tell you this much, both of these guys want this win badly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And why wouldn't you? These guys are both, I would say, strong. Actually, Tony, I'm going to let you break this down because you've watched these guys drive a lot more than I have.
Yeah, absolutely. We have Sean Hardham coming off quite a few years competition hiatus. On the other side of the tape, we have JC, who's been doing a lot of drivings. You know, he's represented well in the Spec-D Grassroots Series as well. Been a few years since he's been in this car itself, and after a major rebuild, he's been looking pretty steady in it. Confidence is growing throughout the weekend. But man, Sean is a machine in this RX-8. I think it's a little bit better than his RX-7. So we'll see.
Seems a little more gripped up.
I think so. I think so. This is going to be a really good battle.
I'll give the 881 guys this much. They're bringing pink back and in a whole new way. I mean, Cameron would be proud of you guys, so keep it up.
All right. So let's hear for Sean Hardham. Make some noise. Let's hear it for JC. Make some noise. Let's hear it for drifting. Make some noise. Here we go. Lights extinguished and away we go. Sean Hardham, huge run up here. Nice e-brake pull. JC enters in a little bit lower on the bank here. Sean Hardham opening up an early gap. JC falls to the lower side of the bank. Takes out that front inside clip point 2 for good. Oh, little wobble there for Sean Hardham as we go into that second outside zone. But right now on the drone cam, it's all Sean Hardham. JC a few car lengths back. Needs to really start pedaling it here if he wants to be a factor in this battle. As we go into the last bit of the section, both gentlemen filling that last outside zone very well here. Sean Hardham up against the wall, and as is JC. Postal codes between them, but I think a clean run for both gentlemen. I think JC would want that one back, though.
Yes, I think JC maybe, again, it seems like JC fighting some car stuff. It seems like he was, when he got his car working for that second qualifying run, he looked really dialed in, but on that, maybe the car a little shaky on the run up, maybe trying to pace himself and giving too much respect to Sean. But here we are through the bank, Sean kind of just getting away from JC. JC doing as much as he can to try and get back in it here after the power alley, but Sean staying really well on his line. But again, Sean, which the drone kind of missed here, but a big bobble coming into the first touch and go. So both of them having their issues here, both of them knowing they're going to have to clean it up.
So I think it's going to really come down to the second run. Obviously, like you said, Andrew, both drivers making a few little bit more mistakes. I'd have to hand the early edge to Sean Hardham, but I know JC with that clean air up front, man, he is going to drive the absolute wheels off this thing. Y'all mind if a JC speaks French for a moment? Oh, yeah, no, okay. Here comes JC Tessier in the lead position. We're going to have Sean Hardham giving chase. I think, yeah, like we said, fireworks in this run as we leave the line together. Here we go. Sean Hardham keeping good pace on the run up here. JC finding another gear. Flicks it in. Nice e-brake pull from both gentlemen. Ooh, slow to angle for Sean in the chase position. Trying to go up high. Wobbles up towards the bank. Has to bail out of it. JC, little bit of weeble wobble, but does keep it sideways. Filling that second outer zone, transitioning to the third outer zone. Much better job for JC up front. Sean Hardham now just trying to play catch up here. Trying to put the wankle to the road here. As now a big dive in for Sean Hardham as we come down the hill. JC keeping it nice and wide and clean up against the wall, and we get tight as across the line. Make some noise for JC Tessier and Sean Hardham.
Alrighty, here we go, but into the replay. JC leading out Sean. Sean with what looks like a weird shift going into outside zone 1 and just losing it, straightening a couple times behind JC, but he's trying to hold it together. But here we go, JC in the lead, doing a really good job, just pedaling that car through the line, managing to keep in drift the entire time. A couple small bobbles, but Sean right at the end here, doing as much as he can to close that gap in on JC. But JC, unfortunately, almost straightening before the finish line. But Sean, both these guys, just not the runs they're looking for. I can say that much.
So, I mean, if I'm a judge, I'm going to call us to run it back because I know both gentlemen are capable of so much more. I secretly think both of them were looking forward to this battle on one level or another. Not the cleanest set of runs. You know, we paid good money for the judges. We're putting them to work now. We are hearing over the pit report, unfortunately, Dario has lost his engine. there is a hole where one of the cylinders should have been, and that is all she wrote for Dario Reddick, which is really unfortunate. Car looked great, program looked great. Dario, you know, nice to meet you. You did a wicked job out here, man. I'm sure the fans love you. We love your car, but that is going to be a scratch for Dario, so that is going to advance Gaston out to the next round. As we await a decision here between JC and Sean Hardam.
I think Gaston still has to run his buy run now. He's up against Byron.
All right, we do have our first decision here. And moving on to the next round is JC Tessier. JC gets the win. So we're going to throw it over to our judges here. If one of you boys would like to chime in, I think we have some very keen, interested people. Ian, what did you see that one, bud?
We might have to wait until we see Sean kill some tires. So the way that one choked down to us, one sec. The way that one shake down to us was both drivers in the chase position did not really have an active chase. Sean was a little closer in a couple points, 2 large straightens, which kind of would be a 0 out in the chase position. So then it kind of falls to both the lead runs. Sean's lead runs was very low on the bank and missed a lot of zones, where JC's lead runs are actually quite good, very high on the bank and hit all the zones. So it's a better lead than Sean's lead, which gives...
Well said, Ian. Glad it's your job, not mine. I would have had a difficult one picking it out of that one.
I was about to say, I'm glad that wasn't me.
I'm already looking forward for the rematch, JC versus Sean Hardam. Hopefully we see it round 2.
Round 2.
But hey, you know what? JC, his first round of Spec-D competition, he makes it onto the top 8. That's a little bit better than Paul Gracie's done. Sorry, Paul, I love you.
All right, so next up, we got Mark Dunbar up against the elusive Byron.
It's Byron again.
Byron again. I don't know how this guy's got so many tires. I heard he runs Estinos, and they just last forever.
Yeah, Byron making a good showing here. But first, of course, he's got to get through Mark Dunbar now. Now, Mark Dunbar, one of my favorite drivers in the Spec-D series, because this guy really sets the tempo for the day. If Mark Dunbar is on one, podium easily. And it's really tough to be above him. If he's off it, anybody's game. But right now, we see a Mark Dunbar who is focused, sharp, and I mean, by any initiation here, looking really good on that bank. Of course, Triple S, Mr. Brett, helping out with the program this year, and Mark Dunbar is absolutely, excuse the expression, but off to the races here as he plays a solo run. Mark Dunbar throwing some nasty angle at it, too. Nice, consistent throttle as he hunts down that third outer zone. Ooh, takes a little bit of the wall with him. Heck yeah, we like that for Mark Dunbar as we come our way down the hill and on to the top 8 for car 555, Mark Dunbar.
Great practice run for Mark here, managing to just kind of get himself comfortable with the track again, moving on. It's been a while since he last run, so this is a nice little refresh here coming into his next battle in the top 8. But here to finish off our Gaston versus Dario, we have Gaston coming up against, again, the elusive Byron.
So yeah, to reiterate, Dario unfortunately lost his engine on that first run. As he saw him exit stage left, I guess the power just went right to 0, cranked that thing down. And ouch, he goes, unfortunately. So hopefully the rebuild isn't too bad for them, and we can see him back in Spec-D competition. Really great team, really great car. Enjoyed their company out here, but unfortunately that is the end of the road.
I'm curious to see. I know Dario comes from a circle track background, so I'm curious if he leans back onto those routes and goes for an LS style platform. But he did mention he didn't like the weight of it. So here we go, Gaston going in. Tony, lead us away.
Huge snap here for Gaston Morrison, putting that driver's side wheel on that side of the bank where it needs to be, filling that first outside zone very well here for Gaston Morrison. As we go between the touch and goes, huge snap of angle, a little bit of e-brake pull, but wow, look at the angle of Gaston Morrison, man. Puts it in shopping cart mode, pushes it 90 degrees almost, as Gaston filling out that last, second to last outer zone down the hill. Full pull for Gaston Morrison into the top 8.
Gaston seeming to find his bank there. I quick talk to him on his 5-minute break, and he said he was struggling to do what he was doing in practice, but it seems like he's kind of got it figured out again. That was a really good buy run for Gaston, so he's going to be feeling a lot more comfortable going into the top 8 now. So
make some noise for Gaston Morrison, advancing on to the top 8.
And now, coming up is my favorite battle of the day. I already told you, I warned you about this earlier. I'm excited. Sure. But yeah, we got Ulfir.
Mr. Ulfir Braun versus Clinton Renault. This one should be a pretty good one. We got most of a 240SX versus most of a BMW. Of course, they swapped out all the unreliable BMW stuff, put the Toyota stuff in it. The Nissan suffered the same fate. We got that good old iron block in there, brother. But hey, should keep trucking.
When asked earlier, Clinton was asked what inspired him to do Nissan 240 truck, and he said on the drive home, the sunroof went about 60 feet into the air, and then the back latch also managed to go up and come back down and shatter. So lack of glass is why he went to truck.
So would you agree it's about a 210 SX now?
I like that.
We
210
lost,
SX, yeah.
We deem him down 30 points of SX. So
30
his 210 SX.
You've never heard of it until now. The 210 SX, driven by your BC's favorite, half-decent Clinton Renault.
And on the other side of the tape, we got Mr. Drift Dracula, Mr. Ulfir Braun in the Titan Fabrication Triple S Motorsports 881 Crew BMW E46, looking pretty in pink. I think they had a name for it, their pink color that they use. I think it's Rooster Dink Pink. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. That's a Justin Matsuda line. Shout out to Mr. Richard Dinger, Hot Dog Slinger Jr. Hope you're watching, brother. I don't think you're awake right now. You'll probably catch us at 6 a.m., but so, hey, get up. You got work to do, bud. So we're getting the tire temps up to speed there. The drivers, paying attention to it after a few qualifying spills there. I noticed that a lot more drivers been taking their time in the burnout box. But, temperature shift out here. It's feel a little warmer. I don't know if you have any nerve endings left to tell. But it's a balmy plus 11 now. So there we go. We are officially in the heat warning now for your May long weekend here in Edmonton. So everybody better be careful. Mind the heat. Here we go. Got Ulfir chasing Clinton. Clinton going to lead us in. Ooh, good initiation for both. Ooh, Clinton falls out of drift, though. Ulfir getting tangled up in the business. The back end of the 210 SX gets a little smaller. 209 SX now, by the looks of things. That bumper is definitely dragging. And I think that might be... Well, both drivers have shut it down. I'm thinking... I'm hoping not a power issue for Clinton there. As we heard it on the the cleanest here.
Oh, well, he just shot the piece. Yeah, he just shot his taillight or a piece of his bumper out. Unfortunate for Clinton. Looks like his car seems to be... just seems like maybe he just got a little shaky on that initiation and dropped out. Oh, I see a hand out the car, which looks like he's trying to call his 5-minute timeout.
Oh, Axel we're hearing. Axel for Clinton, so hopefully they can sort that out. Meanwhile, Ulfir, he's down a headlight. Guess he's visiting Dean's Beams afterwards for all your used BMW parts. He tears them down so I don't have to look at them. So thank you. Appreciate it. Dean's Beams actually my favorite place because it's just all of dead BMWs. It's actually really lovely in there.
I was going to say, that's got to lift a soul up.
Oh, does it ever. It's great. And you know what? He actually does provide a pretty quality service, too. So if you're ever looking for a BMW part, hit up Nasser, man. He'll hook you up.
I hear that he's been trying to sell them, but apparently these guys don't use them. He's got a stockpile of turn signals that no one wants to buy. All these BMW drivers say they just don't use them anyways, so why need them?
I don't think he sells working ones, He sells the ones that don't blink. It's so weird. It's probably low on headlight fluid back there too, man.
Turns out, if you want your BMW to end up at Dean's place, don't use your turn signals.
And if you also require silly little plastic bits for your vehicle, well, you know who to hit up. We make a car out of plastic. What a silly thing. Anyways, back to the action here as we take a look at the replay. Clinton, yeah, just a nice run up. But as we go to back on the power, it just looks like it just brant. And we're hearing from the spotter that was the axle, so that makes sense why the car didn't really come back right. And Ophir just kind of picks him up. Incidental collision, I think, because I think the run was pretty much over at that point. So I would... So we are going to, I'm going to just use my drift sense here and assume that we're going to take a 5-minute break here as Clinton tries to swap out an axle. We'll be back after the ZAD break, so please support those who support us. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Hey, this is Jared Deanda, the voice of Formula Drift, and we'd like to present to you the official Canadian Licensing Partner Series, Spec-D and BCDA Drift Series.
The most powerful thing here isn't made from iron and steel, but a partnership forged from collaboration, commitment, and sustainable solutions ensuring your success. At SMS Equipment, we are more than superior machines. We are the people behind them. The people beside you today and every day. Because the right partnership makes everything possible.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners available for your entire car. 25% stronger than grade 8 hardware. Race car strength and show car looks. ARP makes serious bolts for serious applications. When failure is not an option, it's ARP. Shop the largest Canadian inventory of ARP at JB's Power Center in Edmonton and Calgary at the guaranteed lowest prices. Or shop online at jbspowercenter.com.
JB's was built in Alberta, the province with oil in its veins and horsepower in its heart. Founded more than 50 years ago by Jim Bell. Jim created JB's with an undying passion for making vehicles look and perform better. To this day, we still strive to provide the best range of aftermarket parts, including complete engine assemblies, performance parts, truck accessories, car audio, and remote starters. With a huge selection and a full team of enthusiasts, JB's Power Center has been an obvious choice for decades. JB's Power Center, parts for enthusiasts by enthusiasts.
Built on the leading edge of safety technology, ZAMP offers a wide selection of helmets that can be customized to your taste. With tons of additional safety gear all built to the highest quality and safety standards, ZAMP racing equipment ensures your safety. Cutting-edge looks, value-priced, and safety, that's ZAMP. Get your ZAMP racing gear at JB's Power Center in Edmonton or Calgary or online at jbspowercenter.com.
This is the Drift Logic Podcast, bringing you the drivers, their builds, and the raw behind-the-scenes action of drifting in the Pacific Northwest.
Drift Logic is brought to you by the BCDA and Spec-D.
They love it when I turn up the bass.
All right, folks, we are back. Just about finished our 5-minute timeout here for Clinton Renault. To just catch you guys up to the action, he broke an axle upon initiation, so he's trying to get it swapped out here. It's a tough job. Might be able to be done in 5 minutes. So checking in online, checking out some of your comments. Seeing Mr. Aaron Day in the chat. Few-time Spec-D champion. I think it's like 3, 4. I don't even remember. You got Mr. Jared out there as well. What's up, brother? As we are live pictures here over Clinton's pit. You can see the flurry of activity going on back there. If you're here in the stands, just turn your head about 180 degrees. It's all happening behind you. It's definitely very interesting to watch these guys thrash on the cars in the quick time that they sometimes have. It's interesting that they can build most of the car in between 2 runs. 5-minute swap for an axle. See what we get here. Hopefully they can get it done, man. I want to see Clinton come back for the second half of this battle. Ophir, meanwhile, waiting in the wings. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Everybody wave hi to Ophir there. Hey, Ophir. Hey, man. Don't have eyes on a clock there, but I got to assume it's getting close. I'd like to give a huge shout out to RAD Torque Raceway, making the facility available to us. We love this road course here. A lot of fun. Of course, we're out here most Thursday nights as well for our open drift practices, where it all starts. You learn and you come up. All right, we are back, and a round of applause to the crew because Clinton is back as well. Ready to rock and roll. 5-minute axle swap, pull it out of the box, toss it in the truck, and we're ready to go here. So tires are going to get scrubbed in here because Ophir's been waiting on ice for a little bit. Last thing you want to do is go back into this battle with slightly cold tires.
Usually we say waiting on ice figuratively, but in Alberta today, he is actually waiting on ice.
Definitely feels like it, doesn't it? So you've watched Clinton here in this run.
Clinton, wow. Yeah, it's a big bummer to see him break on the first lead run, or on his lead run, but if any of you have ever watched Clinton drive, he's going to really step it up and be aggressive on this chase run. I think he's really going to push it and try and make this one run he's got count. But yeah, Clinton, the half-decent crew, getting the car up in the air, and sounds like they don't know if it was actually an axle, so no axle swap. But
Okay.
Sounds like he had a ton of play in his rear, in his guibo, and it might have popped out a gear on him.
Excuse me?
How dare you? How dare you?
All right, so as we use our WiseFab dual burnout box here to its full effect, looks like Ophir says, you know what, I'm ready and locked in. And here we go, Clinton coming up in the chase lane.
All right, let's see if Clinton can make up for his unfortunate failure there in his lead run.
So yeah, working back from quite a deficit here. He's going to have to really show the judges here that, hey man, I'm going to own this run from the chase. Ophir, man, I think he's got the best run of the weekend, ready to hit it here. So here we go, Ophir, clean air up front. Snap initiation fills that first outside zone. Very nice here. Not dropping down too much, actually. Ophir keeping it up there. Clinton, meanwhile, looking very impressive in the chase. Trying to gain that proximity to catch up to Ophir. These judges think about this. Big dive in here for Clinton. Ophir, meanwhile, a little bit shallow on that lead run. As we come towards these last pair of outer zones, look at Clinton. Very good job filling more of the zone here. Ophir leaving a little bit maybe on the table here. Wow, Clinton, job done.
I mean, he definitely paced himself on that initiation, but I think he knew he had to sacrifice that first bank to really make the last 7/8 of the run count, and he really did that. He capitalized on his ability to chase really well. But here we go, Clinton having to run that low line to stay with Ophir in the rocket ship of that E46. Those trailing arm cars are quick, but Clinton making a huge dive onto Ophir here into that second inside clip, closing all that gap that was developed from the start and holding it close through the rest of this run. But Ophir, man, not to be shaken. He is absolutely on rails in that lead run, hitting every zone he needs to. So I'd say, unfortunately for Clinton, he's coming at this with a huge deficit, but making a really good comeback for his unfortunate mistake.
Ladies and gentlemen, both these gentlemen deserve your applause, so show them some love. Moving on to the top 8. It's going to be Ophir Braun. Ophir gets the win. Into the top 8 we go.
Big
and
round of
speaking
applause
of front
for these
tire
guys.
warm-up, we are joined by Mr. Shaddy Morose. Hooray. Who is a little bit too tired to have the joke land, but that's okay. We wasted it on you, Shad. I appreciate not even the acknowledgement. You're kind of a jerk. No, keep looking, keep looking. Oh, there you go. All right. So, I mean, really good run there for Ophir. I thought Clinton almost brought it back, but unfortunately just the errors in that first run, a little bit too much to overcome.
Yeah, I mean, starting from a big deficit, but hats off to Clinton for keeping his mental right and staying in it and really fighting on that second battle. But up next, Alex versus Gaston. If you don't know the history of these two drivers, Gaston was a stunt driver, and Alex worked with him, and Gaston didn't really have much interest in cars from what I know, and Gaston told him, try this on for size, and here we are. Alex is now in Spec-D as well. Both these guys grueling it out.
He's like the most non-car guy. It's pretty sweet. So here we go. Take a look at the top 16 brackets. You can see what's coming up for us here. We have Alex Stein versus Gaston Morrison, Jamie Tedesco versus Carlton McDonald, Sean Corskaden versus JC Tessier, and Mark Dunbar versus Ophir Braun. And that sets the field for our top 8. All tandem battles from here on out. Byron is officially eliminated.
Byron is out. Wow. He had
never thought I'd see the day.
18 chances to get it right, and he
got to put him on ice, man. He's got to be tired.
Got to be.
So, man, almost feels like a BCDA grassroots round, doesn't it?
It feels like I'm back home right now in the mountains of beautiful Agassiz,
You know who got
Columbia.
it worse than these guys? Of course, we got to give a shout out to Mr. Matt Rozecki and Mr. Tyler Mayer. Travel the whole continent just to battle each other in Atlanta.
What are the chances? Hey, how unfortunate for the two of them.
Spec-D down there. Heck it.
Yeah, and you know what? They showed out for Spec-D down there, too. Both of them fighting hard. Unfortunately, one of them had to go home on the first battle, and that was Matt. But Matt pulling through as a good teammate and friend, and his team pitting for Tyler the whole rest of the weekend. So them working together, keeping the Spec-D family alive down there.
So hopefully those gentlemen get to do a little bit later battle in round 2 of Pro Spec. So
I expect to see them battle in the finals at some point this year.
Like to give a big shout out to all of our Spec-D drivers, obviously doing time down there in Formula Drift, and good crop of drivers down there this season. You have Jason Webb finishing second on the podium in Pro Spec.
I was going to say
Did some
Jason
time in
Webb
Spec-D as
drove
well.
Here too, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was really exciting to watch.
I'm not driving this year, I don't think, but Jace Habich, too.
Yeah.
Formula Pro Spec driver. Well, killing it down there. He's screwing crew chief for Carlton McDonald up here today.
Try to get him the license so his boy can go run with him.
There you go. Find a trailer park. Can't blame him.
That's right. So speaking of dance partners, we got 2 deadly ones lined up here. We have Morrison versus Steins. Both drivers backed by SCG Performance. Both drivers just love driving the wheels off things. So I think this is going to be a pretty fun one. Both these gentlemen are getting really comfortable with each other in practice. I think we have our first heater run of the weekend on our hands. Here goes Steins in the lead run. Gaston going to give chase. Nice snappy initiation here for Alex. A little bit on that left foot brake. That gives Gaston a moment to get up to the door here. Nice little bit of degree of separation. Alex all gas out front, but look at the big dive from Gaston Morrison. Taking a little bit of a narrower approach. Ooh, takes out that front inside clip box, as you can see on the drone cam. But man, Alex Steins absolutely dialed. It looks like he's on rails almost as we fill that last outer zone up against the wall, taking out the taillight. Alex Steins and Gaston Morrison. Woo!
All right, let's get into this replay. Alex with a huge initiation expected. Gaston following it up really well in the chase. Staying right there with him through that first outside bank, or first outside zone 1. Transitioning well. Gaston with a little bit of a bobble in the chase, leading to a really big dive. Gaston having to shallow up, taking out that inside clip box. But into the second half of this track, really good again by Alex Steins, hitting every point he needs to, showing us why he's our #1 qualifier. But Gaston, man, these guys having a great time driving together. No games between the two of them. Actually, that's not true. Alex, Big Bobble Steins, he can do, Alex plays games sometimes, but he's a good competitor. He likes to win, so I can't blame him.
We playing checkers and chess out here at the same time.
Oh yeah, 5D chess, baby. 5D chess.
Gotta have your eyes on all the moves. But Gaston Morrison now switches it up. He'll go to the lead. Mr. Steins will give chase. LS-powered S13 and E46 plastic 16 cylinders on tracks.
Bit of an SCG battle going on here. Neil.
Neil, pick a favorite.
Neil, figure it out. You can't work every single car. Come on. It's actually untrue. Neil can probably service all the cars in the top 16 field in a day. He's an incredible.
He's definitely got both in the top 8. Here we go. He'll pick a favorite after we do. As Gaston could initiate here. Alex Steins keeping good pace with him in the chase position. Look at that angle from both drivers here. Steins really keeping the proximity up, just driving through the smoke line. Full trust in that lead driver. Huge flick of angle for both gentlemen. Alex Steins, though, cannot be swayed. Gaston throwing everything at it. Alex Steins seems to have the answer as we flip into the last position. That last out is Alex Steins and Gaston Morrison. Make some noise, ladies and gentlemen.
easy contender for run of the night. Those guys absolutely killing it. Gaston here with a great initiation, but Alex unwavering in his chase, staying right there with Gaston, even closing the distance, coming out of outside zone 1 into the power alley. Not lifting as either of these drivers. Alex lifting later than Gaston, managing to close that distance even more so, coming into the second half of this track. And then again, another great transition from Gaston, getting into the second to last and the last zone. But Alex glued to his door, and it sounds like the judges have their decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, show him some love. Gaston Morrison and Alex Steins. Gentlemen, take a bow. That was a great battle.
Look at these guys. They're itching for the answer, though. As much as they're great friends, they are
You guys want to rock, paper,
competitors.
scissors for it? All right, we are ready with the decision. Man, I like these judges a little bit quicker than the last sort. All right, moving on to the final 4. It's going to be Alex Steins. Alex Steins gets the win. Huge battle there for Gaston and Alex. That was awesome, guys. My favorite run of the day. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. You guys are in the building here. Make sure to jump back if you need some background noise. Go watch back on the stream. BCDA production team making, really good gains here. We got some awesome camera angles. Let these guys play themselves out. Show him some love one more time for Gaston Morrison. So next battle coming up to us, we got Carlton McDonald versus Jamie Tedesco. Jamie Tedesco finds himself in his first top 8 appearance in Alberta. I think we can officially assume the curse is lifted. I think he's got to be happy with his weekend progress thus far. I bet he'd like to do better.
He did win a battle against Byron, but I don't. We'll see what happens. Carlton McDonald is not a competitor to shake off your shoulder. This guy is unreal and really consistent. I think the trick is Jamie Tedesco going to be able to follow, not get caught up by Carlton's left foot brake in the first outside zone? I think that's going to be a factor in this, because from the battles we've watched or just qualifying, not that he's doing something wrong, but Carlton likes to use the left foot brake, so I'm curious if that'll be a factor. Tony, you're supposed to smack talk people about left foot braking with me. Come on, get in on this.
Maybe we can find him some brake pads here. So here we go. Jamie's going to lead one. Carlton in the chase. Now, remember what qualifying. Some drivers might aim for that lower score. I think Carlton likes to chase. So let's see what we get out of this one as Jamie runs us up. Carlton nose to tail here. And look at that proximity as I say that. Carlton picks a nice part to dive in, but meanwhile, Jamie Tedesco picture perfect on that first outside zone as we come past that first inside clip. Filling the second outer zone, transition across the track from left to right. It is all Jamie Tedesco doing the business up front, but Carlton McDonald not too far behind. Takes a little bit of a more shallow approach as we lift the last of the outside zones here, but man, you cannot drop Carlton. Oh, just as we say that, on the far side of the Jamie Tedesco coming up short on the outer zone, giving Carlton McDonald something to chew on here.
I don't believe it. Jamie with a great lead run. My goodness, the most confident I've seen him behind that throttle pedal all weekend. Just hammered down, but Carlton doing everything he can to stay right there with him, and it's working. But Jamie just putting on a show in the front, hitting every zone box inside clip you could possibly imagine up until this last outside zone. Not quite sure what happened. Jamie just washing out a little bit. Doesn't look like he's straightened, but he definitely didn't get that last outside zone.
You definitely saw the motion of the car get interrupted as he hit the downhill section there. So I'm wondering if it just maybe gripped up, shot a little bit too forward than what he was expecting. But man, a little bit of a bummer for Jamie. I think that was his best run of far for the weekend.
I think so too. Something to note, though, is you might not be able to see from the stream or up top from the stands. There is a very significant, probably 3 to 4 foot drop in the pavement over 12 feet in that little section in the hairpin there at the end. So that can really throw off the...
Like our own mini corkscrew.
Yeah.
Right on. Here we go. Carlton McDonald in the lead position. Jamie's going to try to gun him down. Definitely working on a bit of a deficit here, so let's see what Jamie can do. Ooh, Carlton, a little bit low to start off the bank. That gives Jamie a lifeline here as he is starting to row it in. Look at the proximity here for Jamie Tedesco as we transition left or right. A massive flip of angle for Jamie in that chase position. Recovers and still keeps it going. Wow, man. As we come into the last bit of the section, as we go to the downhill section, Jamie Tedesco nice and tight to Carlton McDonald. Carlton McDonald coming a little bit unwound towards the exit of the section.
You could see Carlton was out of tires coming into that last zone, really pedaling himself in through the hairpin. But here we go. Let's watch it from start. Carlton with a big flick, but totally coming out of that first outside zone. Again, a little too much on the brakes there, maybe a bit of hesitation there, but Jamie unwavering, chasing him, staying glued, and then throwing a huge flick coming through that first touch and go, but managing to save it pretty good, making it look stylish, dare I say. So shout out both these drivers putting on a really good battle, but mistakes from both of them. So we'll see what the judges have to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you guys think? Show some love to Carlton and Jamie. So judges are requesting another look at the replay here.
Of the first run.
First run, going back to the first run. So this might be a lead versus lead, chase versus chase kind of situation.
A little bit of a bald eagle versus Canadian goose scenario going on here, eh?
Something like that, yeah.
Jamie kind of looks like a Canadian goose, too.
Some brilliant observations being made by Brett. It's a nice setup that we have here this weekend on the pedway in front of us, the yellow with the black there. We have all of our lovely spotters up there.
I was going to say a peanut gallery.
Yeah, basically what it equates to is the spotters aren't afraid to share their opinion. They let me know pretty constantly, and I love that. It's nice. It's a good banter to have between them all.
Appreciate knowing what's going on.
Yeah, of course, of course. So checking out in this replay here, looks like Carlton, yeah, man, heavy on that left foot brake as you called out there, Andrew. A little bit low, I think, maybe in that first section of the bank, but the rest of the run here looks pretty clean. I wonder what our judges are locking in on here.
I might have to be someone's spotter. I'm catching some things.
Yeah. What's your notes look like, buddy?
If I had notes.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've been using mine, so.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, good luck to you. If you can read my writing, and they're all yours to use, but. All right, judges, do you have a decision here? And we will have that for you as it pops up. Who thinks Jamie got it? Make some noise. Who think Carlton got it? Make some noise. Well, you'd be right. Carlton McDonald gets the win and advances on to the Final Four.
Tedesco making it farther than ever out here in Alberta. Good for him. He's going to be really happy that he's leaving here with a working car. And look at this. He's going to give us some nice burnouts to send off here.
Man, I love the sound of this thing. So we're going to throw it to Mr. Ian Fournier really quick. So, Ian, thoughts on that battle?
Hey, just to clarify on that one, both drivers did pretty good. They both had equal mistakes, both sides. Some were missing banks, some were missing zones. The big nail in the coffin for Jamie was on his final hairpin. He over-angled it and pretty much parked it in a sense, which makes it almost an unchaseable lead. So that was just the nail in the coffin for Jamie, or else it could have been one more time.
Thank you very much, Ian. So next battle on deck, we got Sean Korskaden versus JC Tessier. Man, this is going to be a good one, I think. I
was going to give you a little bit of props for your French accent, Albert. Not bad. Not many of them out here. So I didn't even know you guys still taught that in school out here.
Canada, what a country, hey? Half of it speaks French and the other half lets them. All right. possibly putting an end to the French invasion here. Sean Corskadin, with the hopes of Alberta riding on his shoulders.
Come on, Quebec. We're the ones trying to separate now. Deal with it.
Oh, boy. Oh, no. We are seeing on the live stream there is a huge trail of fluid. Oh, that's earlier. Okay, that was earlier.
All
No,
right.
don't stress.
We're good.
All right, but we did see JC pull off the line. Jordan has been dispatched to figure out what's going on there. It's our second battle of the top 8. I imagine we're going to put JC on ice. Probably going to take us 5 minutes to check that out.
Be maybe a good time to talk to some of our sponsors. Take a look at what they got going on.
Hey, this is Jared Deanda, the voice of Formula Drift, and we like to present to you the official Canadian Licensing Partner Series, Spec-D and BCDA Drift Series.
The most powerful thing here isn't made from iron and steel, but a partnership forged from collaboration, commitment, and sustainable solutions ensuring your success. At SMS Equipment, we are more than superior machines. We are the people behind them. The people beside you today and every day. Because the right partnership makes everything possible.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners available for your entire car. 25% stronger than grade 8 hardware. Race car strength and show car looks. ARP makes serious bolts for serious applications. When failure is not an option, it's ARP. Shop the largest Canadian inventory of ARP at JB's Power Center in Edmonton and Calgary at the guaranteed lowest prices. Or shop online at jbspowercenter.com.
JB's was built in Alberta, the province with oil in its veins and horsepower in its heart. Founded more than 50 years ago by Jim Bell. Jim created JB's with an undying passion for making vehicles look and perform better. To this day, we still strive to provide the best range of aftermarket parts, including complete engine assemblies, performance parts, truck accessories, car audio, and remote starters. With a huge selection and a full team of enthusiasts, JB's Power Center has been an obvious choice for decades. JB's Power Center, parts for enthusiasts by enthusiasts.
Built on the leading edge of safety technology, ZAMP offers a wide selection of helmets that can be customized to your taste. With tons of additional safety gear all built to the highest quality and safety standards, ZAMP racing equipment ensures your safety. Cutting edge looks, value priced, and safety, that's ZAMP. Get your ZAMP racing gear at JB's Power Center in Edmonton or Calgary or online at jbspowercenter.com.
This is the Drift Logic Podcast, bringing you the drivers, their builds, and the raw behind-the-scenes action of drifting in the Pacific Northwest.
Drift Logic is brought to you by the BCDA and Spec-D.
All right, we do have an update from the pits. Unfortunately, the power steering line for JC Tessier has failed, and the boys weren't able to fix it. So that is going to be the end of JC's weekend. Hey, but that puts Byron back into the competition. He's going to take another chance here against Sean Korskadin and see if he can get him this time. So, man, bummer for the 8A1 boys, man. They've been thrashing like nonstop. I think, I don't even know who has the most sleep out of the crew, but I bet you all of it totals like 20 hours, tops.
And 10 laps.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 881 crew, they're going to beat their beer to lap ratio this weekend, I think. That's... Yeah, beers to lap ratio usually get pretty off when cars start breaking.
It's a good day for drifting, and if it ain't a good day for drifting, it's sure a good day for beers.
There you go. Ain't that the truth?
Bad day to be a beer. You're right, you are, Shad.
We have Ophir versus Mark.
What? Just kidding. So it's Ophir Braun versus Mark Dunbar next. Another 8-1 battle. This is going to be pretty fun. Ophir Braun, I think, for a chance for his first Final Four in Spec-D competition. Mark Dunbar has been here before. So let's see. I mean, Ophir has looked all weekend. As soon as he got those vehicle issues sorted out, he's been getting better and better each run, and I think that's kind of what you want to have on your Saturday portion of the weekend. But no easy customer in Mark Dunbar here who's going to lead us away. Lights go out, start chicane navigated successfully, and Mark Dunbar, here we go. Ophir trying to pick a point to dive in. Mark Dunbar, meanwhile, nice and high up on the bank to start us off here. Ophir starting to drop back a little bit on that lower line. Meanwhile, Mark Dunbar drops a little bit out of it. Nice correction, though. Keeps the cone standing. Shooting it into that second outside zone. Ophir trying to take that little bit of shallow line, catch up here. He's actually doing a really good job staying within the picture, staying in within the conversation. But Mark Dunbar, absolutely masterful job in that lead run as we fill out that last outside zone. Amazing job for both drivers.
Great way to start off this top four. Wow. Ophir taking the stance of knowing he's maybe a little slower than Mark, so cutting the line a little bit on this first outside zone to stay within proximity, which the judges did recommend to the drivers, so just know that if you're watching. But coming into this power alley is where Ophir really starts to close this gap on Mark Dunbar. Mark filling inside clip 2 well and working his way out to that second touch and go smoothly. A really smooth, consistent run from Mark. Ophir being able to do as much as he can to put it on Mark's door because of that. So shout out to Mr. Dunbar for a great lead run, and Ophir for staying with him.
Yeah, I got to hand it to Ophir. That was a very good chase run by him. I think he's put himself within an opportunity here in his lead. But as we said all weekend long, Mark Dunbar loves to chase. He is happy in that chase position, and he has driven many laps with Ophir. So I think it's going to be a little bit of an advantage for Mark Dunbar as we come into the second run. But let's see what Ophir can have as the Count Driftula leads us away here. Very nice job on the initiation, but Mark Dunbar right there practically running shotgun in the passenger seat. Little bit of weeble wobble as we come past that first inside clip. The gentlemen keep it clean, though. A little bit of a loss of angle there for Ophir Braun. Meanwhile, Mark Dunbar unfazed in the chase position. He is all over Ophir right now as we go hunting those last outside zones. One last transition. Good job there as Mark Dunbar all up in the pocket like some loose change. Good job there, Mark Dunbar and Ophir Braun.
Great run for both these drivers. Coming into run number 2, though, Ophir leading with a great start to this, taking about a mid to high line here through the first outside corner. But Mark Dunbar glued to his rear quarter panel coming through this power alley. Mark spaces himself to transition well unaggressively to dive back onto Ophir here through the inside clip 2 into the second touch and go. Ophir doing exactly what he needs to do, starting to run away from Mark Dunbar, but Mark cutting the line here into this last outside zone to close that gap. So overall, really good run from both these drivers, and I think the judges have a lot to talk about here.
Yeah, good competitive run from both. Make some noise for Ophir and Mark, everybody. Run, Ray! Run, Ray! Run!
All right, we are going to get the deliberation here. Tony, tell us what the judges see.
Moving on to the next round, the final 4. It's going to be Mark Dunbar getting the win. Mark Dunbar gets the win, secures his place in the final 4. Round of applause for Ophir Braun. What a showing by him. I think one of his best Spec-D rounds to date. I think he can hang his head high there. There's a very good showing for the Drift Dracula. Ophir Braun.
All right, we are just getting a little drone battery swap here, but he is back chasing a crow, waiting for Sean Korskaden.
So shout out to Wyatt watching from home. It says Sean Korskaden is his dad. I think there's a few years in there for that to not work, but as we gloss over the possibility of let's enjoy this little solo run here for Sean Korskaden. Pay attention to him as he comes into the initiation here. Nice e-brake pull. Look at that as he sets the vehicle up perfect, filling that outside zone. Touch a left foot brake just to keep it rocking, but Sean Korskaden absolutely off to the races here. Nice transition and huge angle, practically driving it backwards. Sean Korskaden perfect on the clip points. Man, I bet he wishes this was his qualifying run because this looks picture perfect, Andrew. I can't find anything negative to say about it.
Yeah, Sean really dialing it in for this, you could say, practice run. I mean, Byron had no chance against Sean on this one. He had a great lead from Sean here. I mean, if you want to know how to run RAD Torque, this would be a great run to watch because Sean killed it here. Just getting into left foot brake a little bit, but not slowing him down really anything, just keeping him up on the bank. Great through this power alley into the second inside clip. Sean hitting all his marks in that boostfactory.ca, Zestino Tires, Subaru BRZ. Yeah, shout out to Sean. Moving on. Next battle, we got Alex Steins versus Carlton McDonald.
I think this one's going to be a really good one as well. I mean, both these drivers just haven't basically set a foot wrong all weekend long. It's unfortunate that one of their weekends ends here, as this is the, I believe, third battle of the top 8s as we go for those final 4 positions. Alex Steins, I think, actually, you know what, both gentlemen, farthest in competition. I believe so. I'd have to check the stats, but a first top 8 for both gentlemen. Oh no, Carlton's been in top 8 before. Correction.
If you guys have any animosity against Americans, don't against Carlton because we made him pay USD to get in, so he doesn't know there's a difference.
All right, Spec-D faithful, let's hear you. You guys been kind of quiet. You guys still awake out there? Woo-hoo-hoo! Man, I'm seeing a second pair of shorts. That's wild work, dudes. Oh my goodness. Happy May long, eh, bud? Right on. Here we go. Drivers off and away we go. Nice initiation here for Alex Steins. Carlton McDonald, though, all up in the pocket, practically shadowing him through that first outside bank. Look at Carlton all over Alex Steins right now. Nice transition from both drivers. Carlton takes a step back and reapplies the pressure. Oh my goodness. Carlton McDonald all up in the business of Alex Steins. Alex throwing everything at it and the kitchen sink, but cannot shake off Carlton McDonald as we come across the line. Spec-D, let me hear ya.
Fantastic battle for both these drivers as we get into it here. Alex with his signature flick into this outside zone 1, carrying himself into the bank. Carlton, though, absolutely closing that gap throughout the rest of the bank, staying glued with him here onto this transition through the power alley. Alex, though, I think he heard Carlton in his ear and just unfortunately washed out and completely missed that inside clip too. But moving into the second half of this course, Alex flicking it all the way out, knocking over the cone there on the second to last outside zone and carrying it really smoothly through the finish line. So I would say if I was going off a D1 old like out of 10, I would say 6'4". I would say 6'4" Carlton.
How old are you? Jeez. Okay. Anyways, back to the action at hand here. Carlton McDonald's going to have a chance in the lead run. Alex Stein's going to give chase. And Andrew, I don't know about you, but that first run, absolutely electric. I'm expecting fireworks from the second half here. Carlton McDonald, the floor is yours to lead us away. I think Alex right now has an opportunity to seize a top 4 finish if he can just get Carlton's number here.
Alex, knowing his spotter would have told him to glue it, so this will be exciting.
So let's see where the glue sticks sit. Carlton McDonald, shimmy shake on the entry, and Alex Steins now right up to the door. They trade blows, and Alex Steins starting to mirror Carlton McDonald, doing a really good job here. Oh, Steins throwing it in, showing some domination in the chase. Almost front wheel to front wheel. Alex Steins all up in the passenger door of Carlton McDonald right now as we transition one final time down the hill. It's all Alex Steins all over Carlton McDonald. Spec-D, show me some love. Oh my goodness.
We have been waiting for that one.
Oh, now we're awake. Here we go. As we go through the replay, looks very much like the first run. Alex Steins. Andrew, what can't you say about that, man?
I mean, Carlton on an absolute heater of a lead run, but Alex Steins giving him no space. Coming into this power alley, Alex respectfully backing off for the transition, knowing he was going to dive onto Carlton into that second inside clip. Carlton doing everything he can, but Alex Steins not giving him an inch through that last transition into this last outside zone. Alex, yeah, I'm not even going to let the judge call it. I'm just saying one more time.
Yeah, I agree. Let's start the chant. Guys, you guys want to see these guys one more time? No.
Come on, you guys really don't want to see that again. Come on, you want to hear it one more time? I appreciate the effort from the few of you.
Yeah.
You keep me and Tony together.
That's right. Oh, wow, what a battle.
That was exciting.
What a battle, eh?
I want to watch the replay again.
Really
just
happy
to
I'm
watch
not a
it
judge.
No.
No.
Actually, no, that's not true because I want to be a judge to just send him again. I just want to send him one more time.
I mean, I'd just send it one more time again because that was awesome. I could watch that all day.
Mm-hmm. We got Ian Fournier, though, head judge shaking. Not agreeing with the one more time call, or he's completely ignoring us and focused on something else.
You don't think he'd do that, do you? Focus on his job?
No.
Nah.
No. Not the Fournier I know. Here we go, though. Let's watch this. Running it back again for another replay. Steins with his signature flick starting off these runs. Little left foot brake stays in it. Carlton, though, just as glued to Alex, if not a little more coming out of the zone. But Steins here transitioning so strongly in the lead and managing. That's really the factor, I think, of this run is Alex washing out of that inside clip, too. That's going to be where I think this decision comes down to. 'Cause Alex and Carlton similar on the chase run. I think Alex maybe I'd waver a little to Alex on chase runs, but Alex washing out inside clip 2, hard to say.
So watching again, second run here. Alex Steins in the chase position, man. Super impressive. But can't have a good chase without a great lead. And it was a great pair of runs from both of them. But ladies and gentlemen, really quick, let's hear it for Carlton McDonald. Let's hear it for Alex Steins. Let's hear it if you want to go one more time. Let's hear it for Tony. Let's hear it for Andrew. Ouch.
Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love.
All right, judges do have a decision here. Moving on to the final four. Carlton McDonald gets the win. Carlton McDonald goes to his first Final Four appearance here at Spec-D. Judges, do you want to hop in and explain that one? Ian?
First off, congratulations to both those guys. That was actually incredible. Alex has really stepped up in his chase game. Like, that was the best chase of the whole weekend so far. So when we can start picking them apart, lead to lead, lead and Alex, he obviously made that really large issue in interclip number 1 where he went very wide, not even close. So that was a pretty big deduction to him. And then Carlton's lead was great. Actually, he hit all the zones. He wasn't maybe as perfect sometimes as Alex was, but he made no big issues to make an issue for him. In the chases, Carlton had chase in all zones with the lead and had decent proximity in it versus Alex's chase. He missed touch and go number 1, but also had great proximity, better than Carlton, but just that lead mistake from Alex just put the nail in the coffin.
Well, there you have it from the lead judge and executioner himself, Ian Fournier, sending Alex Steins home. Carlton McDonald, he's got to be excited. On to the finals. But that is a good point, actually, looking at the bracket. That's not the last you'll see of Steins today. They still got a number 3 battle. So Steins will be up against the loser of our next battle, which is disappeared away from my eyes. And no one's helping me figure that out. So
we'll have Scadden versus Mark Dunbar.
There we go. That's going to be an exciting one. That is going to be a very... Here we go. We got it back here. Course Scadden versus Dunbar. Let's go over our group. We started off with Steins versus Byron. Steins taking the win. Gaston versus Dario. Unfortunately, Dario's engine taking a hike. So Gaston moving on with that one. Not because Gaston drove bad too, though. Gaston with a great lead run. Tedesco moving on against Byron into Carlton McDonald, beating out Jesse Foote, unfortunately having to pass on by competition due to engine failure of Jack's stand. Corskaden beating out Byron again. Byron having a tough day today. Don Hardum versus JC Tessier. JC taking the win. Exciting battle to see between those two. I want to see that again at Stratobash this year at round 2. Dunbar versus Byron. Byron taking an L again. Clinton versus Braun. Clinton unfortunately getting knocked out due to axle failure in his lead run. And now we have made our way all the way up until now.
We've also made our way onto the...
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Hi.
What?
Hey there.
Panic.
Welcome to us.
You're supposed to hear us, not see us. Get out of here.
Very professional setup. All shade provided by JMR Fabrication. So shout out to JMR. So here it is. Mark Dunbar pulling up to the line. Tony, you're leaving me on ice now. I'm doing your job. Mark Dunbar pulling up to the line. Sean Corskaden hopefully to follow in suit. There he is. What do you expect from this battle, Tony?
So I'm expecting a really good fight between Mark Dunbar and Sean. Again, another pair of drivers that know each other very well, drive together almost exclusively, and I am really excited for this one. We're seeing new tires on Sean Corskaden's rear. I'm assuming Mark Dunbar following the same too. So cars getting gripped up as we get into the sharper end of the grid here.
I have a question for you, Tony. You know these drivers better than me, so would you say between these drivers, the lead run is going to determine it, or the chase by them? Because both of them, which are they more aggressive in when it comes to these guys? Like, what are you going to keep your eye out more for?
It's definitely a pretty tough call to make, but I really think that lead run is going to really determine the pace here. As we've talked to some of the spotters over the weekend, Sean Corskaden has easily been the fastest car on track anywhere from 31 to 33 seconds a lap. Everybody else is about averaging a 34 to 37.
Really?
Mark Dunbar finds himself in that group. So I think for this battle to go the distance, Mark Dunbar's really got to lock in here for that chase position. Meanwhile, out front, Sean Corscat just needs to hit his marks, keep the car consistent, be doing what he's doing all weekend. And I think that's so battle two sides. A, really good lead run for Sean Corscaden. Is B, going to give Mark Dunbar a very good lead run to chase. That might be the kryptonite here.
Yes.
I do think this battle's going to come down to the lead.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what we get.
From what we saw earlier, Mark chasing a great lead run and no fear. Mark is extremely aggressive and dangerous when it comes to him having someone he trusts in front of him. So I think that you're totally right on that. This will be really exciting.
So let's see how we go. A little bit of shimmy shake there for Sean Corscaden coming out of the start chicane. It gets it sorted. Nice snap in here. A little bit late on the e-brake for Sean Corscaden. Riding the left foot brake, getting the car set up, and Mark Dunbar right up to the door. Just as I say that, starts to separate a little bit. Sean Corscaden throwing it in. Big clutch kick here to get that boost factory. LCA BRZ rotated. Nice dive in here for Mark Dunbar. Perfect across that first inside clip. But Sean Corscaden, that pace I was talking about, stretching it out here in the later half of the course. Mark cut the line and trying to make it a battle. Oh my goodness, I hear you guys getting rowdy in the stands. What do we think?
Great. Hey, there we go.
We go.
Finally, you guys woke up at 6 p.m. already. But great run from both these guys. Sean really leading out a perfect lead for Mark to chase. Mark doing the most. You can see a little bit maybe of a power or a grip advantage towards Sean here in the lead. Starting to run away from Mark coming through the power alley. But Mark making that huge dive through the inner clip there to catch up to Sean. But then Sean again managing to just light off and take off from Mark in the second to last and last outside zone. So I think it'll be exciting here seeing the grip advantage or disadvantage depending on which way you look at it. It's exciting to see what Sean's going to be able to do chasing a slower car of Mark Dunbar.
It's a little bit of a compromise there for Mark Dunbar, but I think he played it perfectly. Left a little bit of that outside zone early just to gain that proximity back across that first inside clip. And I mean, the arc and line that Mark had around there was absolutely perfect. Once again, in-house here, if you haven't had a chance yet, log on to the stream. We are streaming on YouTube right now, but please, please, please definitely go back and check it out. If you need some background noise here, we got some really good drone angles and some awesome camera angles that have really given our judges another great perspective of how to call these battles. And I mean, in person, it's great. You feel it, you see it, you smell it. But online, you really do get the truth serum of the drone. And you can really see just how picture perfect that was for Mark Dunbar to pick that moment to dive in and not take that front inside clip out with him.
Plus, don't you just want to hear me and Tony at your home?
You can watch it on mute.
You go, no, don't do that.
Hey, I do.
I hear a lot of people fall asleep to the voice of Tony Conch every night.
All right, so here we go. Drift Jesus in the lead, Unicycle Boy in the chase. Let's see what we get. Mark Dunbar favoring a whole track approach here. Sean Corscaden drops right into formation. Rattling around like change in the passenger door. Sean Corscaden looking for the door bang. Sean is all over Mark Dunbar right now, but it is a picture-perfect lead by Mark Dunbar. Ooh, little shallow for Sean Corscaden coming off that second inside, or third outside zone part, as now Sean Corscaden right back up there to Mark Dunbar.
Oh, my goodness.
Trying to dive in here in the later section of the course. Mark Dunbar, slows it down a little bit, but Sean Corscaden navigates it perfectly. And I think we're going to make our judges work for this one. What do we think, Spec-D?
You guys like that battle or what? Okay, let's watch this back. Dunbar flicking it in, leaving the first outside zone. They're kind of riding a low, high line, you could say, if that makes sense. Dunbar with a really big transition. Sean having to shallow up a bit to stay with him. And then once Sean closed that gap, he kept it closed for the rest of this battle, sticking with Mark great through these last three zones. But Mark almost parking it here, but saving it well, managing to run a smooth line out of that last outside zone. Pretty crazy to, it's fun to watch. I don't know, I
watch it again.
I'm used to announcing for cars that don't make a lot of tire smoke and a lot smaller of a track, so it's fun to watch these guys slamming third and fourth gear and still be up on each other's door.
So we're going to take a look back at the replay once again. I'd imagine the point of contention here for both gentlemen. But before we do that, show some love to Mark Dunbar and Sean Corskadden. Thank them for a great afternoon, because my goodness, that was an awesome one. So as we go back to the lead replay here, we see Sean Corskadden basically picture perfect on the initiation. A very good job here. I imagine what the judges are going to take a look is this compromise here for Mark Dunbar in the chase. As you can see, leaves a little bit of that outside zone, probably right on the edge of it, and almost exceeded the front wheels. But you know what? Right through that front clipping point box, and I believe they were treating it as tire off if he drove through it. They just wanted to see you clip it very carefully. So I imagine that's what our judges are taking a look at. Which, you know, in the moment looked absolutely awesome. But as we watch it back on the replay here, you can clearly see Mark a little bit outside zone 3 and inner clip 1. As we switch it back around to the replay here, as look at Sean Corskadden in the chase though, man. Absolutely dialed, showing some very good precision, some good poise, and crucially right here, some good patience. I think it would have been very easy to match the angle of Mark Dunbar, possibly get into a mistake, but Sean kind of just wheels it back just a second here, takes his time, and dives in right here. And once he dives in, he is not off that door, man. And as we come back down the undulating hill here, Mark Dunbar kind of gets a little bit washed out. Does he unwind before the finish line? But he gave Sean Corskadden a really nice lead, and I think Sean Corskadden takes the advantage towards the last bit of that run.
I would have to agree with you there, Tony, but it's interesting if you watch the replay back from the drone, you can really see how Sean's working that left foot brake so that he doesn't exceed Mark, but while staying on throttle. So a really impressive pedaling by Sean, but also not to look past Mark Dunbar. An absolute killer job managing to stick with Sean and his absolute rocket ship of a BRZ and just pedaling all the way. Great lead run from Mark as well, and this is going to be a close one, but here's the results. Tony, hit us with them.
Moving on to the finals. For the second year in a row, Sean Corskadden gets the win. Mark Dunbar will have a chance to fight for third place. Sean Corskadden will have a chance to fight for the top of the box.
The first guy on the podium in pajamas, Sean Corskadden.
I was going to say, he's been mostly tarped on this whole weekend.
Yeah, that might be why he hasn't hit anything yet. Yeah. So Tony, what so far we have? There's a special WiseFab award for breaking your car and bringing it back to life. Any standout flops to victories here that you've seen throughout the day? Any standout drivers coming back from attrition, you could say?
Yeah, absolutely. So WiseFab has basically put in a $500 prize pool each round. The judges will nominate their hardest charging driver. Now, this isn't the driver that wins the event. This is the driver that Andrew has said has battled back from maybe a bit of a slower start, never has given up, and has kept the pedal to the metal and has shown us some very exciting driving. My nomination, honestly, Ophir Braun. What a round for him. I think he had a very breakout performance. He was doing very good. Started off the weekend, I believe, with fuel pump issues, got him sorted. And as we progressed today to Saturday, started off a little shaky, and as we got into competition, just better and better every run. So Ophir gets my nomination. Yeah. Not sure what the judges think. But.
I think that's a great choice. I think if I was gonna lean on, I think Ophir is a great choice. I think probably any of the 881 crew guys, if we're talking about war of attrition here, getting your cars prepped and being on track, those guys, shout out to all the drivers here. If you see a driver or their crew, just thank them, tell them good job, because a lot of them put a lot of work and time to be here this weekend, so they're all putting it out on the line.
They definitely need a bit of sleep after this one. We're going to take an ad break and pay some sponsorship bills. Yeah, hi to you. Goodbye. We'll see you guys when we return. Spec-D returns after the ad break.
Hey, this is Jared Deanda, the voice of Formula Drift, and we like to present to you the official Canadian Licensing Partner Series, Spec-D and BCDA Drift Series.
The most most powerful thing here isn't made from iron and steel, but a partnership forged from collaboration, commitment, and sustainable solutions ensuring your success. At SMS Equipment, we are more than superior machines. We are the people behind them. The people beside you today and every day. Because the right partnership makes everything possible.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners available for your entire car. 25% stronger than grade 8 hardware. Race car strength and show car looks. ARP makes serious bolts for serious applications. When failure is not an option, it's ARP. Shop the largest Canadian inventory of ARP at JB's Power Center in Edmonton and Calgary at the guaranteed lowest prices. Or shop online at jbspowercenter.com.
JB's was built in Alberta, the province with oil in its veins and horsepower in its heart. Founded more than 50 years ago by Jim Bell. Jim created JB's with an undying passion for making vehicles look and perform better. To this day, we still strive to provide the best range of aftermarket parts, including complete engine assemblies, performance parts, truck accessories, car audio, and remote starters. With a huge selection and a full team of enthusiasts, JB's Power Center has been an obvious choice for decades. JB's Power Center, parts for enthusiasts by enthusiasts.
Built on the leading edge of safety technology, ZAMP offers a wide selection of helmets that can be customized to your taste. With tons of additional safety gear all built to the highest quality and safety standards, ZAMP racing equipment ensures your safety. Cutting edge looks, value priced, and safety, that's ZAMP. Get your ZAMP racing gear at JB's Power Center in Edmonton or Calgary or online at jbspowercenter.com.
This is the Drift Logic Podcast, bringing you the drivers, their builds, and the raw behind-the-scenes action of drifting in the Pacific Northwest.
Drift Logic is brought to you by the BCDA and Spec-D.
Welcome back to Spec-D, where I'm told Sean Korskadin still has a shirt on. He still tarps on for the weekend. Maybe that'll change if he makes the finals. Let's find out. We got more drifting action for you to come. So, going for third place, Mark Dunbar versus Alex Steins. And in the finals, we got Carlton McDonald versus Sean Korskadin. So one thing's for sure, we will have a brand new event winner. Whoever wins out of the two. So I think that's pretty cool. Make sure you warm those front tires, Shad. Our head front tire warming technician, Mr. Shaddy Moroz. Your favorite drivers. Will he be wreckers? Will he be checkers? Who knows? They do call him the Shadowpult. You are right.
Something new, I haven't really talked to any of the staff about this, but we're considering doing podium karaoke. If you win, you have to sing your favorite song. So potentially, we're going to, I think, winner of each round, if you come second place, that's better. If you come second place, you have to sing the anthem at the next round.
Cool.
I'm into that.
If you would like to see where the Shadowpult started, make sure to join us for round 2 of the Spec-D Drift Series, June 27th at Torque Raceway. Watch out for the Clemens Haas.
There is a single wall to hit, and Shad will tell you where it is.
Big turn 1 guy is.
Big turn 1.
Big turn 1
Big
guy.
initiation.
And all of the turns, bro.
All righty. We are lining up our third place battle. They're moving into the burnout box. We have Alex Big Bobble Steins leading out Mark Dunbar. Alex, one of the very calculated drivers, so when he drove grassroots, he very rarely made a mistake. So every time he did, I'd always say it's a big bobble, and it drove him insane. So I call him Alex Big Bobble Steins.
Gotcha. Well, on the other side of this one, we got Mark Drift Jesus Dunbar, of course, aptly named for his long, beautiful, flowing hair.
Gorgeous.
And his just ability to walk on walls. I don't know if you knew. But this should be a pretty good one. We got Alberta versus BC here.
Battle of the Titans here. My goodness.
So last opportunity for a BC driver to get a podium this weekend.
Come on, Steins, do it for us. Bring it home. Bring one home. But Alex Steins in the SCG Performance. I want to say SCG Performance, and he told me another one, and I hate myself for forgetting it. So that's on me. But it is definitely Speed Shop, but also the one I meant to mention was Hard Knocks. SCG Performance and Hard Knock Stunts E46 against Mark Dunbar, Drift Jesus, the Lords, S14.
And supported, of course, by Triple S Motorsports and the 881 Drift Crew. So here we go. Alex Steins leaves the line. Mark Dunbar going to give chase. And let's see what we get out of this one. Huge, snappy initiation for Alex Steins. Mark Dunbar gets a little bit crossed up behind him. Steins, meanwhile, keeping the rubber where it meets the road, looking very good in that lead position. Mark Dunbar trying to pick a spot here to dive in, filling that outside zone this time. Huge dive in for Mark Dunbar to the door panel of Alex Steins. Alex Steins absolutely on a sick one out front there, but Mark Dunbar in the later half of this run really putting himself into the equation. All right, Andrew, what do you make of that one?
Alex Steins, other than this initiation, kind of looking like a Sunday drive, just enjoying his time out there, but look at this, a massive flick, throwing off Mark Dunbar, not really knowing what to do with it, but Alex breaking the odds and staying in it all through that outside zone 1, but Mark not shaking, little bit of a hiccup at the start, but right back in it into the second portion of the track. Unfortunately on his dive, washing out on inside clip 2, but staying right with Alex out to the wall of the touch and go and through these last outer zones. Great battle from both these drivers, really aggressive lead, and Mark doing the most in the chase to stay with Alex and recover.
Mark was definitely handed a bit of a tricky situation there. One of the things the judges had mentioned throughout the weekend is if you've been initiating, they want to see you the same initiation all weekend long. And we're hearing a little bit of contact picked up by the drone here. So judges are definitely going to weigh that into the consideration. My guess, Drew, is, our judges have been talking about very, very adamantly all weekend. If you're initiating one way, we want to see you initiate that way the whole weekend. So I'm wondering if they're going to be looking at Alex Steins there. That was a little extra sauce on the dangle, pardon the Canadian expression. But definitely a little bit more angle than I think maybe even Alex would have wanted coming into it. It was a sick flick, don't get me wrong, but it really put Mark Dunbar in a bit of a spot, and I think kind of impeded his ability to initiate. But let's see.
Looks like Looks
Mark
like
is going to take a 5.
Mark Dunbar taking 5, so a little bit of contact. I don't know if that's why they're doing the 5. I'm assuming probably why. you're in the top 3 battle. You haven't used your 5 minutes, so why knock yourself out on something stupid? Just look at the car and be safe, right?
Take a look here. We'll be back to the action momentarily, but hey, we got some more products for you to look at and buy possibly online. So why don't you check those out? You catch me and Andrew after you've done that, and we'll be back for the conclusion of the first round of the 2026 Spec-D Drift Series. Welcome back to Spec-D. We're here for the 2026 season, round 1 here at RAD Torque Raceway. Kicking things off this year, we're back to a 4-round championship format. The first one starts right now. Drivers that really caught our eye on the first night of practice, Sean Corskadden, man, right out of the box, looked like P1, could be so in qualifying. Sean Corskadden impressed us from run number 1 with that BoostFactory.ca Subaru BRZ looking dialed in right out of the box. Sean has brought a lot of power this year and a lot more control. I'm really excited to see what he has in store for us this round. I went a hair high on the bank. Oh my God. Another driver that brought the heat early as well, Gaston Morrison. The refreshed Hard Knock Stunts S13 redialed for this year, and Gaston's looking better than ever. Another driver to mention, Carlton McDonald, also impressed early with that Mustang dialed in super early on in practice, and it's only getting better throughout the weekend. Carlton McDonald took a little tussle early on in practice, but was right back on for him towards the end. Yeah.
The most powerful thing here isn't made from iron and steel, but a partnership forged from collaboration, commitment, and sustainable solutions ensuring your success. At SMS Equipment, we are more than superior machines. We are the people behind them. The people beside you today and every day. Because the right partnership makes everything possible.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners available for your entire car. 25% stronger than grade 8 hardware. Race car strength and show car looks. ARP makes serious bolts for serious applications. When failure is not an option, it's ARP. Shop the largest Canadian inventory of ARP at JB's Power Center in Edmonton and Calgary at the guaranteed lowest prices. Or shop online at jbspowercenter.com.
JB's was built in Alberta, the province with oil in its veins and horsepower in its heart. Founded more than 50 years ago by Jim Bell. Jim created JB's with an undying passion for making vehicles look and perform better. To this day, we still strive to provide the best range of aftermarket parts, including complete engine assemblies, performance parts, truck accessories, car audio, and remote starters. With a huge selection and a full team of enthusiasts, JB's Power Center has been an obvious choice for decades. JB's Power Center, parts for enthusiasts by enthusiasts.
Welcome back to Spec-D, where we find ourselves at the foot of our final four. Alex Steins versus Mark Dunbar for third and fourth. John Corskanen versus Carlton McDonald for the finals. Been a long day. Starting to heat up, which is nice towards the end of our day. But the action on track has stayed hot since the word go. We find ourselves with 4 combatants left to figure out our podium spot. The first one up for grabs, third place. It'll be Alex Steins, or is it going to be Mark Dunbar? Who's cheering for Alex Steins? Let me hear you. Who's got the support for the Drift Jesus, Mr. Mark Dunbar? Do I detect a little bit of Alberta bias there? Just a bit? Possibly. Well, let's show these blue plates how the red plates do it out here.
Oh, come on. We all know you vote blue.
I'll just light, buddy. It's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tony.
It's all good, brother.
I vote orange anyways. I'm from BC.
All right, so here we go. Mark Dunbar sits on the line. Alex Steins leaving with him. And let's get into this one. Mark coming across track right, cuts track left, fills the first outside zone. Very nice job for Mark Dunbar here. Alex Steins, meanwhile, a leveled approach in the chase. And he tags Mark Dunbar as we come off the bank. Reinitiates in behind him. A little bit of a bop. Nobody's falling down. Wow, look at Alex Steins here really forcing the issue. Trying to basically jump in and drive Mark's car with him. But Mark Dunbar, huge plume of smoke coming out the back of the S14 here. Nice angle for Mark Dunbar. Ooh.
Alex Steins.
It's the slow-mo across the line here, but Alex Steins, man, all aggression from the word go.
Almost taking himself out, knowing he had an advantage too. Look at him go here. Aggressive chase. Mark, a little bit of a bobble, but if I could tell, maybe, I mean, it looks like there's a little dip in the tire smoke for Mark, but it didn't look like a lift that would have caused Alex to hit him. But I'm no judge, so I'm just watching what I can see here. But rest of the run, Alex absolutely glued to Mark, knowing he has to stay in it here to make this run count and to maybe get the win. So Alex doing what he needs to do to keep the car sideways for the rest of the track here. But wow, what a battle between these two.
That stands out on the replay, man. The amount of tire smoke that Mark Dunbar was chucking out the back of that thing. Oh my goodness, dude.
I don't even know how you can see chasing these cars.
Even driving, some of that smoke it looked like was in front of Mark Dunbar's car. But that's why they call him Drift Jesus, because he can see through the smoke, man.
doesn't need clear vision.
That's
is
right.
the clear vision.
Give some love to Mr. Alex Steins and Mr. Mark Dunbar. What a fantastic drive from both those gentlemen. I'll be by after the event for my big high five, because that was sick, gentlemen.
And
so judges requesting a replay.
Okay, and just so everyone knows, depending on if there's no one more time, we will not announce the winner of this battle until the podium ceremony. So this one will sit on ice depending on what the judges come up with here, but they're deliberating a lot, I'll say that much.
On the contrary, Andrew, I think we're all the winners from some of the tandem battles that we got to see today, man. Absolutely sick.
You guys having fun up there?
There we go.
Oh, it gets louder and louder. We just need to start talking earlier in the day, Tony.
I think so, yeah. So as we check out the replay here, I think, well, we got the lead run from Alex Steins. I think we're just kind of checking out, oh, here we go. This is the one we want to see here as Mark Dunbar entering in track right to track left. Watch the nature of Mark Dunbar's car here. Starts high. Looks like he's still on the throttle as Alex Steins makes a little bit of contact with him. I'll leave it for the judges to pick that one apart because I'm too make the call. Honest. But good job from both gentlemen. That was a fun one. Brett, who do you think won? One more time, really? Wow. Aren't you spotting for Mark? Oh, okay. All right, well, Brett wants to see it one more time. What do you think, dear audience? Would you like to go one more time? Alex, Mark, what do you guys think? One more time? Now we're moving on.
All righty, judges have decided a victor. You heard it here first. So we will announce that afterwards. These two guys are just going to sit and enjoy this final battle between the man, the myth, the legend, the unicycle specialist, Sean Corskadden versus
Carlton McDonald, big Mustang guy. Let's see him unleash all those ponies. Not quite an RTR, but I assure you, this guy is ready to rowdy.
I think Carlton really needs to work on that Golden Arches sponsorship because I think that Mustang needs a set of Golden Arches on the roof. Plus it matches Carlton McDonald's. Big Mac. He's calling Big Mac on track. Come on. Tony's not feeling it. I've never
Your audience,
silenced
I'll draw
Tony
for you.
yet.
This guy. That's okay. So coming down to it, notice big warm-up here for both drivers. Put a lot of heat into those rears because I think they both sense that this one's going to be a barn burner, man. What about the front, Chad? Key question. But here we go. Looks like our tires are warm. Drivers are locked in. Audience, are you guys ready for the finals? I like the one person that said yeah.
Yeah, I caught that
awesome.
too.
Yeah.
Thank you for vocalizing. We don't understand cheers, so
All
yeah,
right,
perfect.
here we go. Both drivers leaving the line together. Good jump here for Carlton McDonald. But look at that. Sean Corskadden roasted him up to the line here. He is full gas in that thing. Carlton just trying to hang on here. Sean Corskadden, meanwhile, open up a small gap in here. You can fit a postal code between them. Sean Corskadden throwing it in here, that second outer. So look at the angle of Sean Corskadden. Carlton McDonald tries to pick a line to dive in, but man, everything he can at it, and Sean Corskadden cannot be swayed as we come into the final section of the course. Oh my goodness, Andrew.
What a battle to watch. Carlton gonna be scared of Canadian geese after this one. Sean roasting the tires all the way up to the initiation. Doesn't leave that outside zone for a second. Stays right in it. Carlton doing everything he can to stay with Sean, but Sean still running away through this transition. But here's where Carlton closes the gap into this inside clip. Really good dive by Carlton, making it look consistent, not sacrificing too much line. But the second half of the track is all Sean again here, just on the go pedal, going. I don't know what else to say. Carlton doing nothing wrong, just doesn't have quite the grip and power to keep up with Sean there in that rocket of a BRZ.
He definitely gaunt.
If you want to be as fast as Sean, look at boostfactory.ca. They got parts to do that.
All right, here we go. Chance for victory. Carlton McDonald, the floor is yours. Sean Corskadden in the chase. As we roll it up, man, you can already see the tires lighting off the back of Sean Corskadden here. It is cranked up to party mode, taking a little bit of a lower approach. Carlton, meanwhile, very nice and high up on the bank. Drops down a little bit, trying to get away from Sean Corskadden. Leaves that first outside a little bit early. Corskadden in the wheelhouse here. Short of fender. A little bit of degree of separation here, but as we come into the further side of the course, Sean Corskadden, one last dive down the hill. Almost in the passenger seat with Carlton McDonald. Across the line, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Sean and Carlton.
Woo! Going back to that replay, Carlton seeming to find some grip that Sean got rid of. on that lead run. Sean just looks like maybe running out of tire. Carlton absolutely dialed in that lead run, hitting all the zones perfect, unwinding the angle into the power alley, getting as much speed as he possibly could to flick it into this touch and go and into this first inside clip. Carlton McDonald painting the lines out here. I mean, if you're to give a 100-point qualifying run, Carlton's going to be close to it with that one. But Sean, I mean, to have a great chase, you got to have a lead like that. So both these drivers putting on a show. We're going to watch this replay one more time here. Sean losing grip on the run-up, maybe on purpose, just pacing himself, knowing Carlton's going to hit that left foot brake a couple times on the outside zone. Then looks like Sean getting lost in the smoke through that first inside clip, but making it all up here in the second half of the track, coming back to Carlton. But again, watching this replay, Sean just tire, it looks like. Chase here, and smoking from the hood quite a bit. Now sitting on the line. Yeah, so judges really deliberating this, checking out the replays. Tony, you happy with today?
Very happy with today. I mean, Sean on that last one, dude, I think he definitely went full hot rod. As you can see evidence here, a little bit extra horsepower coming out the hood here. But really quick, show your love and appreciation for Sean Corskadin and Carlton McDonald. What a wicked job here. As we got a few people looking. Just trying to assess what's been happening with Sean Corskadin's vehicle.
I just realized this Wise Fab, that's 500 USD. That's like $900.
$749.67.
Whoa. Look at Tony. Someone was hitting the charts this morning.
Yeah, as we go back into the replay, man, this lead run, dude, all Sean Corskadin. I mean, Carlton McDonald hung in there, did everything he could. Has to sacrifice a little bit here to try to gain some ground. A little bit slow, I think, into the transition. I imagine that's what our judges are taking a look at. But, man, what a picture-perfect lead run for Sean Corskadin. Andrew, to pick up off of something you say, I think Sean was running out of tires towards those two battles. You can kind of see the tire smoke starting as we come up on the run-up. So I'm wondering if that kind of gave Sean a little bit of a grip disadvantage. Really worked to Carlton's favor in his lead run.
Yeah.
And I'm not too sure what's happening under the hood there of the Subaru BRZ or Sean Corskadin. But they are, well, they're not leaving it alone.
No, well, so I think you mentioned it earlier that Carlton kind of likes starting from behind. So Carlton, maybe this is why. It's been happening in Drift Masters. You can choose to lead or chase on your battle, and some guys opting to chase first strictly because of this exact reason. Sean running out of tires in the chase. But here we go. Sounds like the judges have their decision. So Tony is going to take it from here and round off our closing ceremonies. But it was great joining you guys in Alberta. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and thank you for listening to me ramble with Tony here for this afternoon. But Tony is still doing math stuff. So thank you again, guys. Please feel free and take the chance to swing by our Spec-D merch trailer on your way out of here. We got a ton of sweaters, t-shirts, some fun straw hats and keychains and everything. But before that, all these drivers can hear you. You want to give them one big cheer for our top 4 drivers? We got Mark Dunbar, Alex Steins, Carlton, and Sean. These 4 absolutely killing it all day long, along with the rest of our top 16. Yeah, again, if you see these drivers, give them a high five. Tell them they killed it, because it is a lot of work, a lot of dedication to get to a level like this in driving and competition. So big shout out to these guys for getting out here, and specifically these 4 for getting as far as they did.
And before we let them sneak out of here, let's hear some love for Andrew. Stepping it up. Oh, come on. Let's hear some love for Andrew. And you guys can boo me if you'd like. I love it. I love it. Your boos mean nothing to me. Really quick, let's show a huge round of appreciation, too, for all of our track staff, our event organizers, our lovely judges, and, of course, all of your Spec-D drivers. Without them, well, this would be silly, wouldn't it? So, huge thank you to staff, drivers, teams, crews, spectators. I love you guys. Thank you very much. Online, thank you guys as well. Be safe. Be nice in the comment sections. Drive home safely, of course. All right. So I'll pop out of the tent here, see what it looks like surface temp at ground control here, ground level. All right. Give media a chance to get into position here. One more time. Let's hear it for your finalists. Woo! So first order of business, we have our WiseFab. We have our WiseFab, hardest charging driver of the event. This driver necessarily didn't win, but it's who our judges felt put on the hardest show, overcame adversity, just drove the wheels off that thing. So they didn't actually let me know who they're picking. So judges, would you like to go spoil it for me? Just kidding, I do know who you picked, because I know everything. Not everything, though. But what I do know is your hardest charging driver, presented by WiseFab for round 1 of the Spec-D Drift Series, is Alex Steins. So a cool $500 USD to you, which works out to be about 762 Canadian dollars. I think. Rough guess. That number kept changing. And you do get a big novelty check. So, I mean, hey, can't go wrong with that. No. That just makes sense, man. All right. Would you guys like to know the finishing order for the event? All right, I guess I can let you know then. I don't, but I will. I just want to do it again. But finishing up third place on the podium today, it's going to be Alex Steins. Mark Dunbar receives fourth place. A very good drive from him. And just a wicked event overall, I think, Mark. So good job, man. All right, and we do have the finals. So, pretty interesting between Carlton and Sean. I thought it was a wicked battle. What do you guys think? Hype him up one more time. So, winner of this battle will move on to win their first Spec-D event. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'll actually announce it. But on the top step of the podium here this afternoon, taking the win, it's Sean Korskaden. Finishing up in second place, Carlton McDonald. That's an Alberta, USA, and a BC on the podium, so I guess we're all even. Guess we'll have to sort this thing out. Round 2 of the Spec-D Drift Series, June 27th, Strata Tech Raceway Park. Are you going to be there, Dustin? I'm going to be there. Are you going to be there, dear audience? Not as many as I was hoping for. Guess we'll see at the ticket count when the time comes. So that concludes our first round of the 26th Spec-D Drift Series. Sean Korskaden takes the win. Carlton McDonald second place. Alex Steins in third. Mark Dunbar rounding up your top 4 hard-fought battles by everybody all weekend long. This has been a very exciting one. Do have something cool. Anytime you're ready. Performance anxiety. It's real. It happens. It happens. So one more time, let's hear it for our podium finishers. Let's hear it for all of our Spec-D drivers, crews, staff, everybody who makes the event possible. I'd like to send a huge shout out to all of you for sticking out these crazy weather conditions, hanging out all weekend long. This has been a fun one. I can't wait to see you guys online on the next event. That is June 27th for round 2 of the Spec-D Drift Series at Strata Tech Raceway Park. We're probably going to burn this thing down. I think we got burnouts left for you. Okay, we're going to do the podium first. Make sure everybody looks nice. I think maybe we'll crash a few words with them while they're up here at the podium. Let's hang out. Wait for them. All right, media. Get into place here. Make sure you get your shot. Everybody, if you could just let those bright colored vests in front of you. You got to get all the goods here. All right, pictures. Get them good, get them good. Best these gentlemen are going to look, because they're going to look real bad in a few minutes here. All right. Oh, easy, boys. Easy. So, Alex Steins, your first Spec-D podium. Man, how did it feel out there? Looked awesome.
It felt great. I was watching, I think I went to the Pro Bro Down in Mission Raceway. I just started drifting in 2022, and I was like, oh, wow, pro drift drivers. And now to be here on a podium with other pro drivers, thanks to Jordan and the BCDA, because if it wasn't for the events that he hosts, I wouldn't be where I am. And Gaston Morrison, who's been such a great mentor and friend and keeping everything positive. And then I'm thanking people when I shouldn't, right? My wife, Orfei, who is so supportive, because this is hard. You're not just a driver. You got to build a car. You're putting in long hours. It's very easy to get burnt out. So to be here now and to get this podium is energizing, and it's just a lot of hard work that has come to fruition, and I'm very happy about it.
Alex, awesome job this weekend, buddy. Let's hear it one more time for Alex Steins, your third place finisher. Mr. Carlton McDonald, been plugging away here in Spec-D for a number of years. How good does this podium feel, man?
Oh, it feels great. We've been driving for, I think this is the fourth season now, and we've come short at every event, and finally stand on the box is a great feeling. I feel great. I'm so excited to be on the box.
Right on. Let's hear it for Carlton McDonald, your second place finisher. Moving on down to the line here. Sorry, I kicked your thing. My bad. Mr. Sean Korskadin, longest I've seen you with a shirt on. Your reaction?
I'll take it off.
You won't?
I won't.
But real talk, man, out of the box, man, absolutely lightning runs last night. You had to work for it today. These boys didn't make it easy on you, but it seemed like you had the answer each round. How was the event overall for you, man? Second place last year here. Today, you finally got that first win, bud.
Well, took last season to get the car dialed and pulled out of the trailer 2 weeks ago, and it just did the thing. Not really any changes. What do I got to say? No real problems until this guy on my left made me work that car harder than I have, and got it really hot. And I think on the entry, I must have like cracked the coolant line or something like that because I saw steam. Anyway, felt like it was still working, so I kept going. I felt like it should have been a one more time, but I don't know. It was good. Yeah, I don't know. Shout out to Brendan and Natalie, 100%. And shout out to all the street drifting on the mower tires from Princess Auto. They prepared me for this last week. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, we can leave it there. Sean, you can take your shirt off now, but not before you spray each other one more time with champagne. I'm going to get out of here, but let's hear it one more time for your first place finisher, Sean Korskadin. Right on. So let's do it again. June 27th, Stratotech Raceway Park. Sounds good? All right, we'll see you guys there. Thank you for joining us here for the first round of the 2026 Spec-D Drift Series. Thank you to all of our partners, staff, media people, Dustin, Jordan, all of you, maybe me.
Thank you, Tony, for doing your thing. We appreciate you very much. Thank you, Tony.
Nah. Thank you, Jeremy. I wouldn't sound this good if it wasn't for my little brown DJ, and he is an absolute beauty. Oh, there he is. Right on, guys. Well, thank you very much for the event. We'll be back out online, so make sure to check us out, www.spec-d.ca for all things Spec-D. Make sure to check out the YouTube if you want to see this live. Really awesome clip of me dumping my coffee on me to start the day. great. Whatever. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Travel safely. Enjoy the rest of your May long weekend, and we will see you for round 2 of the Spec-D Drift Series, June 27th at Shadow Tech Raceway Park. Welcome back to Spec-D. We're here for the 2026 season, round 1 here at RAD Torque Raceway. Kicking things off this year, we're back to a 4-round championship format. The first one starts right now. Drivers that really caught our eye on the first night of practice, Sean Corskad, man, right out of the box, looked like P1, could be so in qualifying. Sean Corskad impressed us from run number 1 with that BoostFactory.ca Subaru BRZ looking dialed in right out of the box. Sean has brought a lot of power this year and a lot more control. I'm really excited to see what he has in store for us this round.
I went a hair high on the bank. Oh my God.
Another driver that brought the heat early as well, Gaston Morrison. The refreshed Hard Knock Stunts S13 redialed for this year, and Gaston's looking better than ever. Another driver to mention, Carlton McDonald, also impressed early with that Mustang dialed in super early on in practice, and it's only getting better throughout the weekend. Carlton McDonald took a little tussle early on in practice, but was right back on for him towards the end.
I was so close to hitting them. Yeah.
The most powerful thing here isn't made from iron and steel, but a partnership forged from collaboration, commitment, and sustainable solutions ensuring your success. At SMS Equipment, we are more than superior machines. We are the people behind them. The people beside you today and every day. Because the right partnership makes everything possible.
ARP, the ultimate fasteners available for your entire car. 25% stronger than grade 8 hardware. Race car strength and show car looks. ARP makes serious bolts for serious applications. When failure is not an option, it's ARP. Shop the largest Canadian inventory of ARP at JB's Power Center in Edmonton and Calgary at the guaranteed lowest prices. Or shop online at jbspowercenter.com.
JB's was built in Alberta, the province with oil in its veins and horsepower in its heart. Founded more than 50 years ago by Jim Bell. Jim created JB's with an undying passion for making vehicles look and perform better. To this day, we still strive to provide the best range of aftermarket parts, including complete engine assemblies, performance parts, truck accessories, car audio, and remote starters. With a huge selection and a full team of enthusiasts, JB's Power Center has been an obvious choice for decades. JB's Power Center, parts for enthusiasts by enthusiasts.
Built on the leading edge of safety technology, ZAMP offers a wide selection of helmets that can be customized to your taste. With tons of additional safety gear all built to the highest quality and safety standards, ZAMP racing equipment ensures your safety. Cutting edge looks, value priced, and safety, that's ZAMP. Get your ZAMP racing gear at JB's Power Center in Edmonton or Calgary or online at jbspowercenter.com.
This is the Drift Logic Podcast, bringing you the drivers, their builds, and the raw behind-the-scenes action of drifting in the Pacific Northwest.
Drift Logic is brought to you by the BCDA and Spec-D.